Okay, let's see how this is working. Okay, looks like it's on. That's good. Don't know why, but streaming on YouTube is like such a pain for me for some reason. It always comes with like some issues. That's not the stupid thumbnail I wanted. Ugh. Gotta fix that. It's been so long. Change this thumbnail. Give me something else. Okay. Let me grab that wheelchair pic. That's pretty funny. And hopefully it updates live. Because that is not... I guess I'll grab the top 8 picture. That probably is better fitting here. Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Excuse me while I spend some time ironing out some kinks. It's been literally like 60 bajillion years. I'm not even going to edit the thumbnail. We're just going to pop it in. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, so if I go like this, and I go back to my channel, I see, yep, okay, cool. It's not exactly fitting, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, next up, next hurdle. Okay, we got the chat. Okay, the chat's coming on. That's good. Okay, let me adjust the stuff because the font needs to be white. Yup, the size is too big. I don't like this font. Maybe we go with like just Arial, right? Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay, save. Let's try that. How's that look? Somebody say something in chat really quick. Appears to not be popping up. At least it's not showing on my OBS. Is it showing on the actual stream? Yes. It is showing on the actual stream. Okay, there we go. There we go. That chat's kind of hard to see. I feel like I need like a box behind it or something, right? Okay, what if I go to settings, right? And then let's put a background on it, and then we'll reduce the opacity. Can I do that? Or is it, it's going to reduce the whole thing? Okay, that's stupid, and I hate that. Yeah. This is the best part about coming to one of my streams now, is that you have to sit here while I try to figure out how to do it. Yeah, my stream's chat. Okay, cool. Can I add another layer? Because I feel like it's just really hard to see. What if I make it all bold? Is that better? It's a bit better. Do I think I'll ever play Riftbound? Yeah, I mean, I would like to try to play Riftbound. The issue is I can't get in tournaments. And I have, like, so much stuff going on that it's so hard to, what does that do? Ooh, is that better? I got, like, school and things, right? I got Flesh and Blood. I got work. I keep getting injured. Life is tough. It's just really hard to make time. I just want to say, Mr. LOR content. Have a nice day and a nice stream. Thank you. I miss making Runeterra content. Okay, let's see how this looks on the thing. That does look better. It's a bit more readable. It's probably fine. Whatever. We're just not going to worry about it. Am I walking? No. I'm just gonna start a game up. Not walking. I just got out of a cast this week on Wednesday, and they put me in this boot, a walking boot, which is just a gigantic contraption. And what they do is the foot's like really big, and that's because they put wedges here. So like my heel's like up here, but my toes are down here, so my foot's like slanted because they have to keep my tendon, the two halves, like pushed together. So if my foot is like imagine this is a normal foot, right? If it's like this, then the two halves pull apart. If it's like this, then it forces the two together. And so I have to stay in this walking boot, but I'm not allowed to actually like walk. 1 week. I have physical therapy in 1 week. First augment prismatic. Okay. I don't know if you guys have tried this new TFT set. It just came out. I tried it yesterday, and it was like immediately pretty awesome. Still play Path, really love your PFP. I still have Runeterra downloaded on not only my computer, but also my phone. I just can't get myself to get rid of it. Is that a good spot? Okay. What am I going to do with my life? I haven't played Noxus yet. That could be fun. Will you tell the story of what went down with my feet? I will be telling the story of what went down with my feet. Yes. I gotta shrink myself here so you can see last place's life total because based on my play style, I might be there. It might not take me very long at all to get to last place. Shrink me a little bit. Make me a little wider. Oh, I guess that's messing with my aspect ratio. Can I control Z that? I can. PogChamp. Okay. Why do I have like this grainy stuff? What the hell? What's going on? Ooh, 2-star Jarvan. You go, J-Man. Probably a good idea for me to grab a defender here then. I probably should have kept that Sona. Who do I play in League, and is it connected to LOR? I play a lot of champions in League, actually. My most played champion in League is still Ahri. So it was connected to Runeterra, I guess. And then I played a lot of Zoe, which I played a lot of Zoe in Runeterra as well. Okay. I don't think I want buried treasures. We have Fortune Strength. That's cool, I guess. Spoils of War, which is awesome. I love Spoils of War. Flexible. That seems cool. I love Flexible. What do we get? Quick Striker. Ew. Ew. Gross. That's so icky. Yucky. Ew. Okay, we're gonna start there. Don't really know what I'm doing yet. But Diego's a quick striker. Maybe we end up going like a Shadow Isles route. Okay, let's see if I can adjust this. I think the best place to put chat is like up in the corner right here, but then it does go very fast. I can also put chat over here. Where do you guys think is the best place for chat? Am I going to do more streams or Flesh and Blood videos? Yes, I'll do some. The question is like, how many? Again, it's like really hard for me to make time for this. Did that even make it smaller?
I'll let my hands do the talking.
Don't think I really want to be playing Bilge. Oh. There's got to be a better spot than that. I'm thinking top right, but then I'm cutting off a lot of the actual like chat, right? Like, sorry, top left, like right here. But then I cover everything that's like, or I cut off it here. Any thoughts? Questions, concerns? What if I... Okay, here we go. Let's take this and we'll adjust the width. Much wider, but shorter. We'll go much wider. Much wider. Okay. Let's try that. Don't like it over the item bar. I don't want it to cover. You don't like it over it. Even if it's not covering. I was thinking like... like there or something. What do you think about that? I would like to hit 20 monies. I would also like to pay attention, but I'm like... should probably get this fixed first. Okay, how does this work? Sure. I kind of want to hold on to Vi just because she's got PNZ and Zon, and if we're getting like a bunch of different emblems, what if you shrunk it for your HUD and put it bottom left? We could put it bottom left. The issue is like, there's not a lot of room there. It's also just kind of like an odd spot to be looking at. You know what I mean? Goes return. Hope you're doing well. Do you like Ahri and Riftbound? I mean, if I was going to play a champion immediately, it's probably Ahri, just because I think, you know, Ahri. But, I don't know. Eventually, I'll just play the game. But it's really like a priorities thing. Come on. Damn it. Every time I have, like, free time, is it possible to add a background? It is. It's just, like, being really obnoxious. Okay, let me figure out what I'm going to do here. Wish I didn't get Quick Striker. I wish I got like a real fucking emblem. Quick Striker's so dumb. I'm certain that I could slap a background on there. What do I want? Do I want like a Rage Blade unit? I could take like a sword for Giant Slayer. I could take... I'm just gonna take a sword. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Bang. Ignore this. We'll figure it out in a second. 1 second. Yup. Hold on. Yas. Okay. Take this. Properties. Give me... Surely I can make it, like, less... Oh, there we go. That's pretty good. Okay. We'll go... We'll just slap things on him. That way I can get York. I think maybe we'll try Shadow Isles. I haven't gotten to play Shadow Isles yet. I tried it yet, but I didn't really get it. Okay. Chroma key. Sharpen. There we go. Yeah! Yes! I still know what I'm doing. Okay, now I need to start collecting souls, because that's how we unlock the other people. Shadow Isles units. Met you on Worlds on Thursday. Sorry if I met you at a bad time. I don't think it was a bad time for me. Thursday? Thursday was cool. What did we do Thursday? We went out to the thing. We watched the keynote. We saw the stuff for the new set. That was sick. I don't think any of my units want Titan's Resolve. Okay, let me pull up like a Shadow Isles thing. If you want to play TFT, TFT Academy is such a nice, like, user-friendly site. Yeah, it looks like we don't want that. We want to be saving our bow. We don't really have anything for the armor. That's about what we're looking for. We definitely want to stick with our wardens. Okay, we're kind of getting our ass beat. Remember when I was like, we're going to want to be able to make sure that you guys can see the bottom life total because I'm going to be there? This is what I'm talking about. I really want to play Rise. There's this cool thing in the set where like you unlock units and then you immediately get them, which is honestly such an inspired idea. Rise, you have to be level 9, and then if you play 4 active region traits, you get him. And I just really want to play him. I think he's so neat. I haven't gotten to play him yet. Okay, Glove is good. That's a great Callista component. That's a good Callista component. Okay, that was nice. Was your first tier 4 event, you scrubbed the fuck out of Worlds? Hey, it happens to everybody. We've all done it. I 04 Pro Tour Baltimore. 3-5 is better than me. Y'all gotta start somewhere. Freljord is actually kind of gas. Okay, how do you make progress? It depends on each unit. Each unit has their own thing. So like, let's look at, in order to get Thresh, I need 175 Shadow Isles souls. I have 4, so we're pretty much already there. So for Shadow Isles specifically, when any champ dies, we get souls. We're trying to collect souls. I don't know what I'm going to do with this chain vest. I mean, we have a bunch of wardens. I can find stuff to put it out. Let's see. Yeah, we want Braum anyway, so we can play Braum, and then we can toss in, like, Volibear or Lysandra or something to get access to Freljord 3. With our augment, we're basically just going to be, like, just trying to go pretty wide on our stuff. I want one, like, vertical, and I think that's going to be Shadow Isles. And then after that, we're going to be... Gain 3 random emblems? Okay. Okay, yeah, sure, more emblems, why not? Okay, what do we get? Demoglio. Congratulations, you're Demoglio. Noxus, you're also Noxus. You can be Noxus. And a Gunslinger. Cool. So Demacia is active. Let's get somebody else out there. Trait typically tied to the champ it unlocks. Yeah, but a lot of times they're pretty wide. Like, let's look at Poppy, for example. You can unlock her by fielding a Demacian or a Yordle with 2 items equipped. Now, the cool part is you can just, like, toss them in, do the thing, and then bring them out. Like, a lot of stuff is very flexible. I don't even know if I want any Noxons. Really? Maybe I should reforge Gunslinger and Quick Striker emblems, I think. Kind of getting my butt kicked. It's alright, we're stacking up souls. We almost have Gwen unlocked. If we'd have killed 2 more units, we'd have her unlocked. Friend sent me a pic of you in a wheelchair and made you believe I've been paralyzed. You're not the only person that happened to. So, apparently, Larissa, you know what, maybe I should have reforged the Noxus emblem too. Yeah, my partner Larissa, one of her friends saw that picture and went, hey, wait, I've never seen Caleb with, like, walking before. Is he, like, able to normally walk? Like, is he disabled? And nope, the answer is nope, I'm not. Photo for top 8 with the head sticking out was so funny. I'm glad people thought it was funny. I was excited about the joke. No one else was coming up with anything, so I had to pick up the slack. Nice. Okay, that'll be a Gwen unlock for us. Do I want Scion? No, I reforged the Noxus emblem. I'm really just not that interested. Piltover, grabbing at least one more would be pretty beneficial to us. Even just like Loris for now. Because Piltover gets like a thing that happens. Like a mini augment. Okay, what do we need component-wise here? Probably something to go with this sword. I mean, I think we're supposed to start picking up Thresh items, which means I want this cloak. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, we got there. Okay, nice. Oh, is that Yunara or Gwen? That's super cute. I love the chibis in this game. Mario coming back in the meta. How do you feel about CNC replacing some 3-for-7s? Yeah, I think you can do that. Yep. CNC was one of my favorite cards against Mario. I think it gets even better now that they have more stuff going on, right? Get out of here. Don't really have a... Okay, so if I give this to... Wait, if I give this to Diego, he just gets an extra range? Neat. Okay, what do we have that's unnecessary? We have Demacia. We want Demacia. So let's just, like, level. We'll put in Vi, and we'll grab 22% attack speed. So when this goes off, I think it's after, like, 8 seconds? Yeah, 8 seconds. All of my units are going to get 22% attack speed. Let's put some Thresh items on. Oops, that was supposed to be Yorick, but Vi ran in front of it. Mr. Jacob Allen, what's going on, dude? How you doing? I totally missed your message. Is this game based on Riftbound TCG? Totally, yeah. It's not. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but it's not. Nice chatting actuarial stuff. Dude, it was really nice to do that. It was very nice to talk to someone in the field. You're actually the first person I've talked to in person about the field, which I thought was cool. It was very nice for me to actually be able to communicate. Okay, what do we got here? Do I want any of this? Vayne lets me activate long shot, which I have now, which is funny. Congratulations, you're now this. How's our damage, Diego? A little bit on Vi. Cool. Dude, exam P kind of kicking my ass. It's so much harder than financial mathematics. It's probably because I'm just not accustomed to it at all. Like, I'm just not used to probability. And financial math is, like, more in my comfort zone. But my God. Played League for years. I figured. Everyone knows what TFT is, right? December's a bit slow for consulting, I have to imagine. Okay, we're almost at Callista. That'll be our main, like, carry. Our main damage dealer. We just need a couple more souls. We need 18 more units to die. Am I done with exams? No. So I just took a Calculus 2 exam. I took that this week. And got crushed. Oh, destroyed. It's the final exam before the final, right? Because the final is like cumulative. It's all this. It's comprehensive. So I had exam 3 is what like we would call it there. My God, that was hard. Luckily, we get to retake one exam. And I've done well on the others. So I'm just going to retake it later. Probability is really tough. It's really pretty close to done with your Indian education before taking it, which helped. Yeah. I'm still like getting used to. That's a great emblem. Wow. I'm still getting used to calculus and everything. I thought I had enough Freljords. What did I take out? My dumb. Whatever. Yeah. Well, basically, I'm still learning. So like I was learning integrating while studying integration like for FM. So I was like, what the hell's going on? And then it just happened to like coincide with what we were doing in calculus. So like I was like, oh, I know these things. But yeah, probability is just like a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of new not symbols, but like nomenclature that I'm just not familiar with. FAM's completely kicked my ass. Yeah, okay, first of all, do people pronounce it FAM or do they say FAM? But I have heard that one is a killer. I kind of like last second save because we have flexible, which gives us 20 health for each emblem, and I have a lot of fucking emblems. Hi, Kaisa.
Which one is the pig?
Kidding.
Don't worry, Bristle. I'll leave you the scraps.
I could get rid of a warden here. He's giving me Demacia, which isn't even active. Okay, get out of here. And then congratulations, Yorick. You know what? Vi, you can be a Freljord unit. Cool. Neat. Okay, so Freljord gives us these little spaces, right? Where everybody above the space gets health. See the lighter blue? Everyone on the purple gets like damage buff. Pronounce it fam. I figured that. Failed at the end of last year. Actually getting through the materials insane because it used to be 2 exams. Yep. From what I've seen online is just the sheer like breadth of stuff you have to study makes it very difficult. Just join the stream. What are you studying for? Multiple things. I'm in the middle of Calculus 2, almost at the end. I have 1 week left of the class. So I'm studying for that. But what you're probably referring to is the actuarial exams that I'm taking. Don't need Callista to have another range. I kind of want to give it to Gwen. Is that crazy? I don't think so. Gwen's neat. And then, is she a good IE unit? Sure. I don't fucking know. She's going to be an IE unit. That's why I failed the first one. Just going deep. Miss going deep enough in a sub-talk. Yeah, that's so brutal because like you just don't know what the spread's going to look like, right? You could end up completely overfitting to like the wrong practice sets. Your girlfriend's an actuary? Oh, no way! How far along is she in the process? Where's she at in exams? Okay. Next up is Thresh. We want to unlock Thresh. And then we'll probably just keep trying to splash other units. I would love to get to Rise for no other reason than I just want to do that. I'm just going to grab this. I could turn this into a bunch of stuff. I could turn it into like Sunfire, Evan Shrouds, Striker's Flail. Depending on what we want to do. We're going to play Rise the Rune Mage. You know I love playing Rise the Rune Mage. Silly question. What does an actuary do day to day? You can ask Mr. Jacob Allen. He can give you a much better answer than me. Maybe he'll feel up to talking about it. I mean, I don't play them right. Okay, we want to get Braum. Right. Braum. She's done about 4 exams. Nice. Good for her. Ornn. I love Ornn. We probably also want Seraphine. Ornn is like actually maybe my favorite unit in the game so far. We'll start there. Probably Volibear if I can get there. I'm trying to go for a super expensive comp for basically no reason. Okay. We need 180 to get to Thresh. 175. Okay. I need to roll. We're kind of getting like we're falling behind. I guess I could wait though. We're like about to hit PvE. Oh, hi.
Hey, Vi, wrote you a fight song. Bet you love it.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. You. And Gwenny, you can have Bloodthirster. And even Shroud seems pretty good too. Mr. Robot, what's going on? What is making that noise? Is that Tibber slapping me? Oh, they got Ornn? Oh, they got Ornn with an active artifact? God damn, they must have got him early. Okay, kill a couple more. Kill Ornn. Come on, Gwen. Come on. Not quite. Am I gonna go to 9? I don't think I can afford to go to 9 yet. I think I'm gonna. I don't think I can afford to, but I'm going to. All right, I want to swap Nautilus out for a different warden, like Loris. Gives us a way back into Demoglio, which we have an emblem for. You don't know what's happening? It's like, you don't have to know too much what's happening. You just put units on the field, you try to get synergies, and then they fight each other. That's the whole game. That's it. Oh, Lysandra is way better than stupid Ashe. Okay, I'll take another one. Mm-hmm. Anything else I'm lacking? You are my new item holder. Congratulations. You're a defender now. It's a lot of stuff I just got. Here's a little bit of tankiness for you. Okay. Nice. All right. I got some items out. I got some units. They're kind of doing stuff. We have Piltover 2 active. 2 active, which means I can drop Seraphine. I like having a Disruptor, but maybe we can grab like Mel or Azir later in the game. Am I headed to Seattle? I'm actually not. I wanted to go to Seattle, but my dad's side of the family is doing their Christmas that weekend. So what are you going to do? Okay. Shadow Isles, Piltover, Freljord. So I'm at 9. If I just slap in this guy right here, then we're kind of just being chillin' because we just get Rise. Yeah, we just get Rise next round. Oh, we're going to get Thresh next round too? That's big. Life insurance kind of being in the middle, more finance focused. Yeah, that's what I want to do is life insurance work industry. I don't know if I got the work ethic in me for consulting. But as always, it's kind of just like a get into it and see what happens type thing. I'll probably end up working for whatever hires me. Especially with today's current work climate. Any more important? DJing in Fly Friday night? Yeah, I wanted to. But I'm not really worried about it. Okay, Rise and Thresh. This is a pretty big day for us. Let's pick these bad boys up. I think we're going to get rid of Kindred. I am going to roll. Oh, I hit level up on accident. Oops. Oh, I didn't actually want to do that. Okay. And then let's get Thresh in here. What are you, Thresh? You're a warden? Now you're a defender. Congratulations. I don't know how this works. Okay. What do we got going on? We got Shadow Isles 5. That's awesome. That's cool. Thresh does something. He does damage. Okay. And Rise... Ah, okay. So he gives you stuff based on what you have on the board. Is that right? That makes sense. Feels good to directly help people. Totally true. Yeah. You found the other work fulfilling technically, but didn't really feel like my job mattered. Nope. I totally get that. I totally get that. And I think that's a pretty common thing to feel. I... just don't care. I simply do not care if my work feels like it matters. I'm gonna grab this Morello's. You know what? I'll just grab another tank item. Let's toss something on Thresh. Thresh can be a tank item, right? He can use a tank item. I guess not. Oh well. Okay, we still want Braum. Hello. Okay. So now we only have Freljord and Shadow Isles up. Oh, Shurima doesn't count. That's fine. We do want to be adding stuff, though. I guess Seraphine over Azir gives me Piltover, which is good for Rise, right? We're just like trying to stack up stuff for him. Oops. Sorry, here you go. We'll swap Sejuani for Braum, and we'll keep digging for Ornn. I want Ornn. Ooh, that's scary. I think I was kind of like cooking a little too hard with this comp, I'm going to be honest with you. I just got like 6 extra emblems and don't know what to do with them. We could try to reforge the ones that stink. That guy has so many Brahms. How did you get so many Brahms? Like, is this better? Probably, because then he gets the thing. It's probably better. Do I need Shadow Isles 5? I feel like the answer is no. That guy took all the stinky Brahms. I don't need Shadow Isles 5. We could drop Diego and we can start putting in some like real units. Tibbers over there just beating the shit out of my poor Rise. Oh god, that was bad. 2-star Silas. Wow, that's impressive. I am behind. I guess anybody who picked Econ is like in a really good spot money wise. We are gonna die. We're gonna die so fast. Doesn't matter. We top 4. That's really all that matters here. Okay, thank you very much. God, I don't even have Loris out there. Oh, he cost 7? What? I didn't even know that. That's nuts. Okay. What can I drop? Bruiser. I want to keep Juggernaut, I think. Maybe I don't want to keep Juggernaut. Are we not putting one in? Okay, we'll get rid of Bruiser and we'll get rid of Juggernaut. It will just look for more, like... more stuff there. Any Brahms? Ornn. Okay. Ionia, huh? I don't really have Ionia. Oh, I'm gonna die. Boom, boom. Boom. Okay, these were kind of terrible. God, I ran out. Okay. Lock that. Open this. What are you, an attack? You're a magic fighter. The fuck do I do with you? What do I give you? None of these? Giant Slayer. Whatever. Good enough. God! This Silas again? Okay, well, I'm dead. We'll take 4th. We'll take 4th. That was a whack comp I was trying to construct there. Taking flexible while only playing a set for a day is just not a good idea. But I also cannot believe that I didn't find Braum. Or, yeah, I didn't find Braum for that long. He was kind of pretty important. I wanted to get that paper pay. I would not do my job for free, but it's a nice perk. I'll send it up in this job because they have really good work flexibility. That's, I mean, consulting with good like work-life flexibility sounds really nice. That's like the one thing that really scares me is I just really need the flexibility. It's just more important to me. But if you are working in consulting, and I imagine seeing the benefit of working in consulting, which is like generally slightly higher pay. I don't know how it is in Canada. That's how it is here. And you get the work-life balance. And you enjoy the work more. This seems like a slam dunk to me. Is this new set like way more complex? I would say yes. Miss you so much. What's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome in. It felt weird to boot up a stream again, let me tell you. It's been ages. 3 random... I was just talking about how that was too hard. No. Okay, just make it really easy on me. Give me like 3 Ionia emblems. Okay, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Zaun, Longshot, and Ionia? Big consulting companies, that's just not an option. Smaller ones are nicer. Still comparable to the rest of the field. All right, I'll have a more open mind then when I'm looking for entry level. Zaun. I mean, Ionia emblem seems pretty nice. Let's get a long shot out there. Just so I can see what that does. Who's in long shot? I don't want to play long shots. If I get a reforger, I will reforge that. Ionia seems pretty dope though. We can try Ionia 10. Since we don't have to try to get a 3-star Yasuo to unlock Yone. I'm not opposed to trying to go all in like that. We probably play like a Yunara carry. Calling it a night was super nice seeing you stream. Have a good one. Enforced equilibrium. There's also Zaun. What do you do, Mr. Zaun, man? You get Shimmer. I don't really care. I don't really want to play that. Boop. Is interning common in the field in the US? Yes. Yeah, right now, from what I'm hearing, is you basically need the augment for Ionia 10. Oh, you're right. And I'm not going to hit it because I'm not lucky. That's so sad. Anything with a reforger, I'll snap take. No. No. My emblems suck. What if I just take another one? Can you pair Noxus and Ionia? Okay. You're a bruiser. I'll hold on to you. Get rid of you. Okay. We got 10. I don't like these. I don't like these items very much. I guess I could make like stone plate. Yeah, stone plate's fine. Okay, well our guy died. We are in such a bad spot this game. Not played TFT since set 2. Boy, it has changed a lot. I played TFT in set 1, and then I basically put it down until like set 7, 8. I need to go Rise, but it's hard to unlock. Yeah. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff going on. Okay, that's way better than you. Hold that, please. I can just take the L again and then plop this guy in. That's fine. Yeah, I think there's... I think all of my favorite sets have them as just base champions. It's so hard when you come back in and they're all the different skins. This set, so far, it's been like 2 days. And I know that the community says this a lot. But this might be the best set in like a really long time. So far, I'm having tons of fun. I think the unlock mechanic's really cool. There's so many sick 5-cost champions. I need a reforger so bad. So bad. Okay. Pop that guy in. What does that do? We get Otacon. Okay, sure. Fine with me. So we tried it was the mechs. The mechs. They've had mechs in a couple of sets. Can't remember which one. Sometimes watching old LOR vids. Yeah, someone had recently commented on one of them, so I clicked on it to see what they were commenting on. And it was like a time capsule. Watching some of that video. Alright, I somehow have 4 emblems. And no 2 stars. And barely any traits. So far, not ideal. We're back at the bottom. That's where we live. A bow. Probably just going to snatch that up. Grab me Rage Blade for Yunara. Whee! And 3 gold. We'll take it. Okay, let's figure out what the hell we're doing. Okay, so to get set, we have to be level 8, and then we can do the thing. You just put 1 unit in the front 2 rows. Easy peasy. Still watch 2014 Hearthstone just to feel something. That's funny. I guess to me, it would be like the Magic Pro Tours around that time. And Yunara is a quick striker. Unfortunately, I got the long shot emblem. Ash is a quick striker, but I didn't get Freljord stuff. Jesus Christ. Okay, we can pick up Draven. Oh, that guy's going on. Oh, but he got one that matches the Jinx. That makes sense. Come on, Jin. Do some damage. I know you got useless emblems, but like, come on, buddy. Oh, if we can get to the Jinx. We're not going to get to the Jinx. Oh! I don't know if that was actually a good loss. We might have wanted to, lose that. But that's from last game. We got a 2-star. We are in there. If you only had 2 more Zon, 1 Targon, you can go 9 and unlock Rise. Yeah, we will unlock Rise. And I feel like that's kind of our plan, but it's still pretty awkward because, like, I can get, like, Noxus and Ionia, like, pretty easily, right? We could slap, like, Taric in there. You know, I still feel like we'll be, like, a Yunara carry. We can go, like, Yunara, Set, somebody else. Maybe, like, Kennen. I don't know. Why is my opacity on my camera low? Is that what's happening here? Why is it, like, fuzzy, but only on the stream? Yep, that fixed it. Okay. Well, we got crushed there. Need to go to sleep. We should be streaming more. I hope, but I don't have high hopes. Like I said, it's very difficult at the moment. Let's make sure we don't fucking lose this. Love Set. He's a catboy. He is, and he loves his mama. I think Set's a cool unit. I liked him in Runeterra. Fastest nut. Great name. Okay. What are we gonna do? Let's get like a 2-star Shen going on. Reforger. Never lucky. Reforger. Darn. Okay, what else are we supposed to build on Yunara? Definitely the Krakens, and then is it IE? I feel like it's probably IE. You tell him. I could level again and just get Ionia 5, but it's like, is that even good? Does that even do anything that I want? How many more Zons is it? Two's on? Gross. You don't play LOR anymore? No. I don't really care for PvE card games. In fact, I don't like a single one of them. Even Slay the Spire can't really hold my interest. Hey, wait, their Otacon's bigger than mine. It looks like my Jin's like kitted up, but he actually just only has one item. And then playing PvP makes me sad. Damn, we almost won that. Makes me feel a little sad. It feels pointless because there's like no organized play system. I don't want duplicators. I want a Reforger. 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 This is fine. No, we're gonna take this. Reforger! No! Why can't I get another set? Or Shen?
Yasuo, I knew fate would bring us together again.
Yosugi. I guess I can just make Giant Slayer on him. Is that good? But they completely took down the servers? No, it still exists. You can still go play. And people love saying that on the Reddit. If you say that you're sad about Runeterra going away, I don't post on the Reddit, but I see people post. They're like, oh man, like PvP's gone. It's really sad. I miss it. I miss competing and stuff. People will be like, what do you mean? It's still there. You can go play right now. Duh. It's like really annoying. What do you mean you want to play a supported game? Watch your old LOR PvP videos day by day. It's nice to hear. I'm glad they're still bringing people joy. They're still doing rotations? Yeah, kind of. The thing is, like, they're not really putting much effort into anything, right? I thought you were a quick striker. Is Yunara the quick striker? Yunara's a quick striker. Whatever. We'll hold on to Draven. Congratulations, you've been promoted to Ionia. We're proud of you. What's my plan? Go 8, roll down. I don't even know, man. This looks so bad. Yeah, they're technically still doing rotations, but like there's such a small team on it. New cards aren't being introduced. I looked at the current meta and it does look dumb too. It's like, come on. Nothing's even changing. You have no excuse to have a bad meta. God, I do no damage. And there's like no tournaments, right? If there is, it's like small grassroots stuff, which sorry, grassroots tournament people, I just don't want to play for 20 bucks. Or for nothing. It's just, there's no point. Flesh and Blood is just so good. Fab is so good. That's the thing. Would I start YouTube again if they revive PvP and LOR? Probably not. I don't know if that surprises people, but yeah, probably not. IE for Yunara? I'm so lost right now. Also, not even finding a second Shen is kind of sad. I'm just too busy. Like, I'm getting my degree. Trying to take these actuary exams. And I don't want to go back to making a living on content. It's just like, ooh. It's just like kind of scary. It's not it's not very predictable. 5. Oh, I have 6 Ionia. Wow, that's a lot of Ionias. Congratulations, you're these things, Mr. Yasuo. Like, I like having pay that I could like count on more. In content seems very stressful. It is very stressful. Yeah. Much as I hate to say it, it's pretty tough on you. There's a lot of good that comes out of it. But like back when I was making a living doing Runeterra, it was like every single day I would post a YouTube video. I tried to do 365 days a year. That's just like hard on you. It's just like a constant stress. Never had a day off. Need to put Tank Alone online. Oh, no, I know how to unlock Set. Isn't he like level 8? Yeah, I'm not level 8. Oh, this augment. Oh, no, you know, you're right. I did not read the augment because I was sad that it did not give me a Reforger. That none of my options gave me a Reforger. That was all I really wanted. Thank you for the heads up. We'll hit level 8. Get set. Go. Lol. Try to find Yunara. It's definitely not where we wanted to be. Two, three, four. Come on, Jin. God. I mean, it keeps my streak. It's a perfect loss. Like, I lose some health, but I get more money. Gotta look on the bright side here. Is there anything you're really hoping for in Pen? Oh, tons of stuff. I mean, as always, a new wizard. Always hoping for a new wizard. But I think there's like a solid chance that we actually just get like an adult blaze or something. I feel like they've expected Kano to be gone for like a while now. Okay, so we're gonna start trimming down on our Ionians pretty soon, most likely, and start adding units that are like good. Okay, that's our item for Yunara. I shouldn't have made it before doing other stuff. Those are pretty good. Get out of here. Okay. We're just going to do it now. I don't have the time. Support for Acilio. I really don't think we want to give Acilio any more support. I'm planning on playing him right now, but like I don't think he needs any more support. Playing for new Icelander. Yeah, I just don't think they want to give us Ice, you know? I think they're just really trying to stay away from giving us Icelander. I know Set's not going to be enough. I'm just not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Your defense reaction guy. I would like them to free Guardian from their jail cell. I mean, Guardian's got better defensive cards than ever before. It just sucks the class because it doesn't do anything. Guardian without Ice is, like, kind of sad. Like, Victor's only a deck because it has Test of Strength or whatever, right? I like Healing Orbs. I know it's not that good, but I like Healing Orbs. Okay, you get out of here. You can hold that.
Witness the strength of Noxus.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Oh my goodness gracious! Hello.
We must cleanse this land of our enemies once more.
I stand at your side once more, Yunara.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like kind of in my zone right now, trying to figure out something. Our board still sucks ass. Like it did not really get better. We're getting there. We need some 2-stars, but I'm broke. I should probably pop those stone plates onto Ornn for now. Go Yunara! Big. That person's board is not super strong though, so I don't know. You know what I mean? You're all in theory has the tools, but he's kind of poopy. Yeah, if he like could more aggressively ice people, maybe just like a couple extra ice cards, then he could do stuff, but alas. I don't have any invokers. Okay, this was kind of pointless. I just have literally all 1-stars. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. Sure, it's 4-3. Why have a 2-star? Why even have a pair, honestly? That's kind of embarrassing. We live and die by the 1-star. They're not even like 1-star 5 costs. Well, 2 of them are. They're just like kind of poopy units. Long turn, I could see them removing CLF. Well, like, has CLF been a problem outside of specifically just Icelander when she got to cheat 2 turns of it for free? Well, cheat 1 turn to make it 2 turns for free. You get what I'm saying? Like, has it been a problem outside of that? Haven't seen you stream here in a while. It's been a long time. Okay. What do we need? A glove 4 set. That's good. We could take that. I think that's our choice. And then let's go ahead and... if I could design any hero and have them added to the game, what would I make? Oh god, that's so tough. I don't know. A wizard. It'd be a wizardy wizard. One that builds up to a thing that it does. Maybe a quest. I don't know. It'd be a mix of all the other wizards that currently exist. I have a Vanquisher, right? Or is that before? Okay, that was before. Still gonna be rolling here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Kind of. You can get cut. Can I cut any other Ionian? No, I don't really want to. Part says card hasn't been a problem because they refuse to print other good ice cards. That's true. It was so funny seeing like, well, it was, you know, not like haha funny. Trying to play LL Icelander and realizing that she literally has not gotten a card. Like, Ice has gotten 0 new tools. It was like, oh, that sucks. I think Ice does such a good thing for the actual game, too. I know some people hate it. But, like, Shindra's, like, deadass runs 60 reds. And we're just cool with that. I'm just trying to cheese a top 4 here, I think, is what's going on. We'll fit you in. Surely. Could do it over him. That's fine. I don't need to go rise. I want this guy. Wow, we still haven't even 2-starred Sin. Huh. Ha! PogChamp. Okay. Okay, we got there. So seems a bit like Blood Rush Bellows. I mean, and they love their Blood Rush Bellows. They could have banned him with the book burnings, and they were like, nope. What other class would you think would be fun to have for a multi-class wizard? Alchemist. I know it doesn't exist yet, but when it does, an Alchemist wizard would go hard. Or like mech. I don't know. I don't know how we're winning fights. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Feels like we're kind of cheesing everyone. It feels like everyone else's boards hasn't... Oh, that's so good. Oh. I just feel like everyone else's boards haven't quite yet come together. What do you do? Who wants this? I don't have a bruise. Oh, I have Shyvana. Boop. Almost Wizards just Kano with all his potions. Yeah, it sounds sick. Except they'd have even more potions. No. Okay. You out. Forgot I had you on the board, honestly. Witness the strength of Noxus. What do you want? Are you a BT person? Nice. Wow, I am so talented. Okay. I'm starting to think these stone plates are better on my Wukong, just because like I have Ionia 5 and he's 2-star now. Pop this bad boy over there. Oh, I need to put him in a fucking row of his own. I keep forgetting this. I just have to move him up 1, and then the problem, like, and then this is activated. I'm so dumb. I cannot remember. I never pick positioning augments because I literally am incapable of remembering them. Aside from Blaze. Yeah, I mean, Blaze needs some extra text and some specializations because she's not a CC hero. Good job, Yunara. Let's go. Yunara's attacks look sick. Her ability, like, once per turn, you may play a potion from hand as though it was an instant. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then they have to have some, like, specialization potions. Or, like, some cards that work with potions, right? Boop. Look at that. Look at that. I remembered. Right there. Nothing has changed with me in positioning? No. No, I am the same. Okay, so now what? We chill. We go to 8. We got the 2-star Wukong. We got the 2-star Yunara. We can't, like, try to hit these two. Which doesn't make any sense. Is there anything we want to add? Maybe swap out for a Noxus unit. 2-star Aunt Bessie with an item for Mel. It's kind of fucking sick. Do I have a disruptor? I do not. God, our emblems are so weird. Nice. I should put an Ionia emblem on Shyvana. Yeah, that makes sense. Is Ornn always a spawn game? I think they get physically bigger as they have more health. He actually just doesn't have that much health. I'm interested in possibly going for Mel. He's giving us Quick Striker. You're giving me Juggernaut for Shyvana, which is cool, but eventually I can swap out of that. Does that matter? No. It doesn't. I don't care. But Mel would be cool. So we'll go for that. Wanting to build a new hero soon, split between Huntsman and Vincent. Ooh. You just don't care much for winning, do you? Oh, God. Set almost got it. Yunara tried her hardest. That was a bit long win streak, considering our board doesn't even feel very good. TG, I guess, is pretty good. Okay, we'll grab Redemption then. For our Wukong boy. He's got so much armor. Let's just give him like a way to heal, right? Didn't think you'd be back streaming. Miss watching your videos for LOR. Yeah, well, I'm back for today. I do not expect this to be a regular thing. I want everybody to be on the same page about that. You don't have items for Mel? I haven't gotten to play her yet. She seems so cool. You guys are ruining all my fun. Okay, so we go 9. We look for set 2, Ornn 2. We add in... I don't know. Ooh, Kindred. Kindred. That's cool. Let's do that. Oh, they made Vincent so shit scared of Chain. The Chain still abuses her. Yeah, I mean... Chain's just, like... not a balanced hero. Like, as far as hero design mistakes, I actually think Chain is worse than Starvo in that aspect. Oh, they're fucking me up. I better... Oh, I'm not going to get to 9. Ah, Yunara, do some damage, please. Ow. Oh! Well, okay. No, I can go to 9, but then I can't roll. I kind of have to do it, though. Because it's not going to get better. Oh, another artifact from Ornn is big. What is that? Come on, man. That's not good for me at all. Okay, we're just going to put another fucking set out there. What do I do with you? Here. They should retire Chain. You just retire him from the game, full stop, period. I actually think that's not a bad idea. Okay, their board's not great either. And I have 2-star Yunara, so I think we should be okay with this one. If she wants to kill people. There we go. Okay, we got through. We got through. Kindred's attack damage too, right? The fuck am I supposed to do with this? Oh. Oh. Huge. Huge. I don't have money. Leave me alone. I like them, but I don't have any money. So sad. Is putting them in good? Probably okay, right? We should probably go Swain over Bessa.
Witness the strength of Noxus.
I guess we could put both in, huh? Whoa. Whoa. I don't think you're a Shojin person, but Gunblade seems fine. Here are all these. We're gonna pretend these are good for you. It's fine. You're still a 2-star 5 cost. Oh, that's a scary ass board. They got Zillion 2 back there. Dang. Good thing my Senna's got BIS items. Holy shit, set that did so much damage. Okay, okay, we out here. Top 4? Top 4? Top 4?
You're sweet.
Please? Someone's gonna die here. Top 4 secured. Let's go. Okay. We got 2-star set. That's good. We got 2-star Senna. That's good. We have a Swain. Why not? Orin, my guy, I need you to kind of hurry this shit up, bro. Kind of taking a while. Okay, my board's like kind of decent. I don't want to drop Draven because he's giving me Noxus and Quick Striker. Kindred, like I would rather have Kindred over Senolution, but not over 2-star Senolution. These items fucking suck. They're so bad. Oh, this guy crushed us last time. I need Yunara to be on the other side so that she tees into that rumble, I think. They're just so tanky. Why are they so tanky? Everything's a 3-star. I guess that's probably why they're so tanky. Jesus Christ, I just cannot get through them. Okay, okay, okay. No, die! I thought I killed the tank! Why are you still alive? Go down, bro! Poppy! Okay, fine. Another one. This one, hopefully without a bunch of emblems throwing me off. I want a nice, basic game. I need to calm it down. There's too much going on. I can't handle this. The set just came out, like, I just started playing yesterday. It's too much for me. There goes Quinny. Quinn, that's enough. I want to play Ishtal. Ishtal seems cool. I've played it actually a lot. It's like one of my favorites. Okay. Maybe after this one we'll start doing the story time. Or at least start getting ready for it. I think the trade I've had the most success with is Bilgewater. It kind of feels like you're cheating. That comp is so good. Like being able to use the currency you gain from that trait to keep buying units and items means your tempo just like goes insane. Like once you get it rolling, it just keeps like pouring back into itself. We get some cool Marlin cards. We know that we're getting Marlin cards. Not necessarily in Pen, but remember they were saying Marlin's getting some small support in Super Slam, which she got the blue. That's really good. The pump. I don't remember what it's called. And then they said, and you're going to be getting a lot more support soon after. So, take that as you will. She's not like so far from being good either. She's like almost there. Catch of the day. That's a card. Yep. Random loot. Okay. Should be getting a Ranger Volthaven set. Like Lexi, you mean? Them now describing Catch of the Day as small. As you optimistic? Yeah, I think they're going to give her a lot of stuff. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Good to see everyone else too. Happy to be here. I keep thinking about like possibly doing like a stream here and there. It's just hard to find the time. And then once you've been out of practice, it's really hard to just do it. You know what I mean? Like if I go, oh, I have 3 hours. It's like, oh, well, I could try to figure out how to stream again, or I could read a book. Don't want to play Yordles. I'm not really interested. But they do possibly give you like some important units, like like you can get Kobuko and Yumi. There's like Kennen, Poppy. Is Aurora in there? We have a new Lightning Ranger in the lore. Oh, we have a new Lightning Ranger in the lore. That's cool. I kind of hope they do the Rosetta thing where they split up the heroes. Like, giving people 2 elements is kind of busted, except Jarl, because they didn't give him anything else. So I would kind of like to see them do it again. I like that. I didn't have anything worth keeping. That's pretty convenient. Shojin or IE? To go back to the story time. How's recovery? It's coming along. Slow, but it's happening. Maybe we play like an Invoker comp or something. In that case, we Shojin. I think it's just more flexible. I think basically like every comp has like a Shojinable unit, right? Do they have a new Sessions? It's like Star Guardian. They do. I want to try that out. I don't even know if you guys can hear the music. Oh, wow. They also took delayed start and they also got Jin. He always good effects, no hero ability, and a really bad gimmick. I really like his... I think the Mangle stuff is stupid. Not stupid, it's just like not competitive enough. I think his quest to start giving frostbites is pretty cool. I think that's like pretty inspired. My biggest issue is that he doesn't do anything else. Like his weapon thing, not good enough, right? Well, dude, super sick chat with you, Philly. Nice to meet you too. Be too strong if Jarl had cards that forced you couldn't block. I don't know about too strong, but it would be strong. I mean, the best way to play Jarl right now is just like full fatigue, right? Congrats on the world's finished. Second time I haven't been able to say hi at an event. It'll happen someday. I'll still be at events. Don't worry. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate tips on how to play Ira and Divertits, aka don't. Yeah, I stand by that. Try to avoid it if at all possible. Come on. Come on, Jin. Oh, there's no way. Wee. I'm gonna get Kennen for free. That's so funny. I think he's tough to balance. He is tough to balance. But also, like, if we give him tools, there's a lot of stuff that Fatigue Jarl just kicks the shit out of all of a sudden. That drop to, like, very small percents against him. New TFT set's amazing. I agree. Yeah, I played it yesterday for the first time with Larissa, and then I played it for 3 more hours. I do think they should give him, like... I just think Ice needs new cards. Like, I think that's where we're at. Ice hasn't had a new card in 16 years. I just think it needs new cards. Like, look at all the crazy stuff Earth got. Even, like, Fruits of the Forest, right? Crazy good card. Felling. Plow. The trees. Obviously, we have Channeling Frigid. Channel the Bleak Expanse kind of sucks, but, like, we got stuff, too. It's just, like... I mean, we got some really good stuff for other elements. Lightning got a ton of good stuff. We'll get there. I just think we need another set with Ice. We haven't had one yet. I would love TG. You rat bastard. How often do I see cheaters in Flesh and Blood? Very rarely. Yeah, very rare.
You helped lock me away. You tried to stop my work.
Boop. Sick. What's my opinion on Verdance for Syndra going first or second? You definitely want to go first. Yeah. Definitely want to go first. Okay. We want Kobuko and Yumi if we're gonna go invokers. Then let's see. It says Tarek and Lysandra. Okay. Obviously Braum. Lysandra. Tarek's like kind of a maybe because he's just kind of splashed in there, and then some 5 cost. Zillion, Volibear, and my Bororn. Okay. Ow. I don't really want to make JG. That's just like not what the comp wants to do. I think we just hold out here. I'll just take my money and go home. It's fine. I think there's a bit of opportunistic cheating, but that's every TCG. Yeah, like it's just, you know, if you played like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even like Pokemon, I think you're more likely to see a lot more cheating. Yeah. Like, I've now played Flesh and Blood competitively for longer than I played Magic competitively. And I think I saw 4 to 5 times as much cheating in my Magic time. Could have also just been the time. Or maybe I'm just like... There's some other things as well. Like, maybe I'm less observant. I also have a pretty large... following in the community and on social media. So maybe people are too scared to cheat against me because they might get exposed in a YouTube video, right? But that's been my like impression. Oh no. Have I tried Sage at all? I tried like 2 games and I went, wow, chain is busted. That was it. And then I was like, oh wait. Had a salty sharky opponent round 4, then all your other rounds all weekend were so nice. That's good. I'm glad. Started playing Flesh Blood in July. Welcome in. A big source help and inspiration. Love Wizard Cilio's first main. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love hearing that. Cilio's tight. I'm going to spend the time until the next set playing a Cilio, I think. Fab doesn't have the prolific cheaters. That's 100% true. Yeah, I remember in Magic, you just like sit down across from someone and you're like, oh, that's the cheater guy. So fun. Oh, I should have bought that Sona. It's a lot of Ionia units that I don't really need. God damn.
Your lessons keep me grounded, Master Cannon.
Master Cannon. What am I doing with this? Multiple rods. I think the Invokers don't really want Rabadons or JG. It's just like not what they're looking for. Maybe his cheating ban was Brody. Yeah, I mean, I really think that the ban from Brody was like because of the slow play, but also half because of his unsportsmanlike play in a couple of other spots. They didn't say that, but I feel like that's probably part of it. Okay, we're gonna take this L. We're gonna try to find some stuff. Anecdotally, we've heard lots of top/well-known players who tend to get much more favorable judge calls. Yeah, I think that's true. I think there's also an element of like playing the system a little bit. Do I want Dumbify? Yeah, sure. Why not? And then I don't have anything? I just have to build another board? Okay, that sounds fine. Boop.
Dawn is the future. Kneel before me.
When does the killing start?
We're just gonna slap down Death Cap. It's fine. Was this good? Probably not. I don't know. Sorry. So I was saying there's a bit of like playing the system or exploiting the system because like me as a very experienced competitive card game player, I know the right words to say and the right way to say them to give the judges the impression that favors me, right? Do I take advantage of that? No. But that could also factor in some of the more like top players getting favorable judge calls as they just like know what they're supposed to say. I don't think Brody gets blasted if he wasn't a community figure. For sure, for sure. I mean, obviously it could be a little bit like people would be like, hey, this guy did this. You know, if anybody cared. But then people would be like, okay, whatever. I don't think people would care like overly much.
Fight for the dream of Demacia.
Bruiser, Defender, Warden. Well, I really just have all of the things, huh? Okay, I still want to get to 8. I need something that does damage so I can take advantage of this training dummy. Grinding Riftbound made me nostalgic. Spent the last week rewatching a ton of that content. I wish I could make like, remember the seasonal videos? Like the seasonal tournament videos? I wish I could still make those. I loved those ones. That Alawi's gonna beat the shit out of me. Or she's gonna beat the shit out of my training dummy. God, if Anivia did damage, they'd be in trouble right now. It would be quaking. I want to play Ferelli Order Invokers. I haven't done a very good job of finding these units. I mean, I'm still pretty low. I'm going to take this. Give me Thieves' Gloves. I found myself gravitating towards Thieves' Gloves a lot more in this current set Because you end up with like, you end up at level 9 a lot, and you end up with a bunch of just like 5 costs who are down to play anything. I've taken some weird ass augments this game. Watched like 4 of those this week. Damn, I wish I could go back and rewatch them. I guess I could, but that'd be like a little cringe. Going back and rewatching my own videos.
My prince, heed your
My prince.
the lance may falter, but you
What am I doing over here?
The sea is ripe for battle.
Give me some stuff. Okay, sure. I can start putting Noxus units down. That's fine with me, I guess. You? I don't know. I have like this death cap, which isn't great for Noxus though. I don't even know if Noxus is like strong. You rewatch all your stream games? Yeah, everyone does. I'll let you in on a little secret. Every single person that goes on a feature match watches it back to see what the casters in chat say about them. Watching some of your top cuts yesterday and been obsessed with Rift Bound, still pitching for Seraphine control decks. Yeah, I think it's also more likely that I end up in Rift Bound after getting some time. Maybe I go Noxus? After getting some time with... After some time when there's champions that more fit how I want to play the game. I think Kai'Sa's really cool, though. I think, like, I love that ability. Okay, if I wanted to go Noxus, how do I get you? Have Draven drop 1 gold. How do you drop a gold? Okay. The hell am I going to do with you? Swain. Guess, I don't know. Feel optimistic about Pen, but worried about the price. I only get singles, so I'm not really worried about it. But I could see why you'd be worried. Go, Draven, go! Give me a gold, please, sir. Have you dropped a gold? No? Oh, I need adoration? Oh. Okay. I see. New set looks great. Think part of the way next year there are many more cards out. Game will feel better. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's also just unlikely that I play a bunch until I'm like done with school. Like I can only make time for so much, right? Let's get another disruptor out here for now. School program am I doing? I'm finishing out my associates in mathematics right now. And then I'll be getting my bachelor's in statistics. Oh, thanks, Zoe. I need another Noxus unit? Okay. Surely I need some tank items for somebody. And then we could go like... I'm gonna go red buff. Yeah. Storytime happened? It has not. You're fine. Sad we're getting another set without draft format. Yeah. But, you know, whatever. We'll get one next time. If it does what it's supposed to do, I'll be very happy for the trade-off. They make me take linear algebra. Next semester, I have to take linear algebra and calculus 3. And then in the summer, I have to take Diffie-Q. Please stop. Please stop, Seraphine. Oh, thanks for the money, Draven. Good looking out. Oh, come on. Do some damage, my guy. Wow, he tried. We needed like another half second on that. Alright, we got Dare Bear. Scion with 2 items equipped. I should have looked at that. I don't think I want Jewel Lotus. Binary airdrop's pretty good. Bessa and Kindred. That's cool. Celestial Blessing's also pretty solid for Noxus, I imagine. Let's do this.
Noxus
Will rise. Okay. That should give me LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
My daughter wouldn't bring you to heel, so
Dodge Diffie Q, took linear algebra 2. I didn't even know there was a linear algebra 2. I haven't heard of anyone taking that. Diffie Q over somewhere when you were in school, it's a grind. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. It'll be 8 weeks. That's it. I'm so glad my Draven got a stone plate. Thank you, binary airdrop. You rock. Okay, let's get some units on this board before I fucking die. I'm not sure I'm going to handle it next year. Dude, Calculus 2 on its own has been, like, beating the shit out of me. Oh, Invoker. That's nice.
You're like,
Cool. Boop. 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 Okay. That's good enough for me. We'll hold on to that. I want Swain. And I could pop in LeBlanc. We also need a 2-star Ambessa so we can get Mel. Do we have to be level 9? No. Oh, look at that. Get him, Fiddle. Very nice. He almost failed Calc 2. It's really hard. It's really hard. It's kind of sad I'm not going to get that Ambessa because I could really use her. Surely people don't want Spatula. Fuck off. You suck. You did this on purpose. Oh god, what do I want again? Sorry, I'm so lost. Tank items, I guess. Pretty far from that, but I'm hoping he'll get some components. I was so locked in on that Spatula. I was like, oh my god. I was already dreaming about having Noxus 7. Big. 2-star Ambassador with an item. Okay, we're good. We're good. Linear algebra comes with 1 actuarial concept. Yeah, I mean, I don't have an actuarial science major. That is funny that they made you take that. How was the actuarial science major, by the way? I've heard it's, like, pretty difficult. Stay 50. Okay, so this Mel Flex comp I'm looking at wants me to play Vi and also Nico. Thought that was interesting. But I'm also broke as a joke, which makes me feel like maybe this comp isn't for us. Are you kidding me? I cannot Oh no, I already unlocked her. I was looking and I was like, "Where's LeBlanc?" It says that that I have 3 items instead of 2, and I was like, "Are you really gonna get me on that?" Like, if I had binary airdrop, could I not get LeBlanc? Like, if I had it earlier, I don't even remember how it lined up. But that'd be kind of funny if that's how it worked. Okay, let's get Nico in somehow. Even over here, probably. Yes, Sunfire. Thanks, buddy. It's actually so nice. It's hard. Coursework's basically just examine materials. That's so nice. That's actually sick. Actuarial science is not a popular degree in the States like it is in Canada. And I hear it's not even that popular in Canada. But I did want statistics specifically so I could be a little bit more flexible. Yay, Mel! What are we gonna do with Mel? I don't know. Probably something, right? Let's see if we get anything besides Death Cap to put on her. I want to go to 9, and then I want to find some stuff. Remember your studies, Mel. Give Mel 3x adaptive. Well, I have binary, so I'll be giving her at least one thing. I just don't know what it is. I'm pretty far from getting adaptive. Yeah, looks like we did not hit it. Wait, what is this? Oh! Still not. Okay. Okay, we'll do something like that. Unsure how the U.S. education system looks, but get to actuaries in the 70s, counting as mid-80s, and engineering 75. What does that mean? Are you talking about like the grades you need to be able to get accepted into those kind of into those programs? Not quite following. I would like to get Noxus 7, so let's get LeBlanc in there, or more like better. Let's just find Swain, yeah. Hey, Shyvana. Okay. Okay. That we're gonna pop this on Ambessa, and I'll give her like Giant Slayer, and I'll pop these items off this. We'll put one on Ornn, and that's what we'll do. Okay, yeah, like high school acceptance grades. Gotcha. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, my high school grades were terrible. I'm talking like, I think I graduated with like a 2.8 or something, or yeah, I think like a 2.8 maybe a 3.0. I don't know. I really was not worried about it in high school. I did not think I would be going to college. How are we doing this? Oh, I should have grabbed the Briar. Why didn't I grab her? Do I need Noxus 7? Seems like we got a lot of crap over here, actually. Hold this. This and this. Say you up? Something like that, maybe? Do I have any book recs? I always have book recommendations. Always. You know what? Instead of Senna, Lucian, we should have Shyvana. Then we get Juggernaut. Not that it really matters, but it's something. The only thing I really have going for me is a giant fucking training dummy and Noxus 7. I don't know if that's any good. You weren't great. That's why I ended up in the field. That's so funny that getting into an actuary program is easier. I'm not dead, but it's close. Is easier than getting into an accounting program. Because I feel like the actuary material is so much more difficult than accounting. Oh, Noxus Emblem. That's sick. I'll take that. Unless someone else wants to come and be an asshole. Didn't think so. Okay, I could drop something. Probably just LeBlanc. She's not doing anything. Let me put in Shiv. Give her the Noxus Emblem. Who's doing my damage? Ambessa. Okay. Sunfire Ambessa. Classic. We'll just slap down needlessly large rod until she gets like an actual item. Mel. Shiv. Big. Looking for a Mel. Oh, that was an Ornn. Oops. Okay. Why do I keep not buying the Darius? Is it worth? It's probably worth it to drop down to Nox 5, honestly, and play like playing that Lucian Senna surely would have been better. But I don't know how they're gonna beat my Dragon's Claw Draven. Wait, I still have Senna in there. What am I smoking? I want Swain. Learning how to cap boards in this set. Yeah, dude, it's tough. When I've seen accountants don't need to learn the annuity formula, just get a table that has all of them based on interest and duration. Oh, they just have like a amortization schedule in front of them. Yeah, that was tough for me. Let's get you out of there. You're gone. You're in here. Okay. Cool. Go get him. Nice. Okay. This is what we're rocking. For now, at least. I have 3 Juggernauts. God, I cannot count. I did not know you were a Juggernaut. I could drop Skarner and add a 4th. Let's grab like a Nautilus or something. Good job, Mel. Had a girl. I thought she was doing way more damage than she did. God, these are so funny. Our items from Binary have been so dumb. Oh, I do not need you anymore. Kindred instead of Briar. Okay, Kindred instead of Briar, and then we want to drop one more thing. Who's getting Sniper's Focus? Play Mel. But then I don't know what to do with the death cap, so probably Draven then. Tell him, Quinny. Put on Kindred. Forget Kindred. Skarner sucks. Doesn't he give armor to everybody? All allies gain 10 armor? That can't be that bad, right? Ooh, Reforger. I'll Reforge this. Anything else I want to Reforge? Yes. What? Do I have anybody who stuns? Did I deadass hit Noxus Emblem? Oh my god. Do any of my units stun? I don't think so. Guess it's just going to be an item I put on somebody. If I pop it on Ornn, he gets like extra health or something. Oh, we got crushed. We're dead. Don't even have to worry about it. Recently got back into reading. Really like the 5 Stormlight books and recommended. What did you try next? I mean, like, obviously other Brandon Sanderson, right? That feels like a pretty easy stop off. Get you some like Mistborn up in here. I suppose it looks. It depends on what you're like. Swain stuns. Okay. I suppose it depends on what you're looking for. Do you want more fantasy books like that? I think that if you recently got back into reading, you should read Cradle. I think you should read Cradle by Will White. This book, it's just fun. It's an easy read. There's a link. Can't recommend it enough. 12 books, short books, quick reads, super fun. They're just like incredibly lean, like action fantasy. Think like a shonen anime, but without all the anime tropes. So good. Have I read Will of the Mini? I have. I'm finishing up the second one right now. All right, here's the plan, everybody. I am going to run to the bathroom. And I'm going to get myself a little bit of caffeine. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to do the story time. All right? I'll see you probably in like 5 minutes. Lean action fantasy sounds good. You look into it? Please do. You guys also get to watch me crutch away into the night. Because I still cannot put weight on my leg. So fun. All right, I'm coming back. I'm on my way. Sorry, everything takes so much longer when you have to traverse around in crutches. Okay. Give me a second to catch my breath so I'm not out of breath telling this story. How's everybody doing? Got some caffeine? LGS has their skirmish tonight. Probably going to be the first and last experiment with the format. I mean, it's like, fine. I had fun with my Blitz games, but that's because I got to play Blaze. I think they need to do some serious stuff to Sage, though. Because, like, I don't know. I don't currently think the format's that good. Sage, that is. I think it has the potential to be. But, like, something needs to happen with Shane. He's just giga busted. Is that pre-workout? No, but I always make it in shaker bottles. It's just like a caffeine thing that I want to stop drinking energy drinks. So I just got like a flavored powder caffeine thing instead. Not that it's like so much better, but because I get to fill an entire shaker bottle with it, it usually takes me a few hours to drink. And I can control the caffeine intake. So, what do you think about the community bans for Sage? I'm not a fan. I mean, I guess like maybe we can make that work, right? But it does scare me. Wait, why is this chat better? How come it's better over here than it was in the other one? Now I'm frustrated. Like, yeah. Something needs to happen with Chain. A lot of heroes need help. Wizard, period, needs help. Like, a lot, right? Icelander's not there. The only weapon being Crucible of Aether sucks. Like, that's miserable. All the wizards need something to play to. Like, I don't know. Kano's fine because he's got Emeritus. Verdance doesn't do anything wizardy. I don't think Acilio really exists. We're talking Sage? We're talking a little bit of Sage. Mr. J Sensational, what's going on, dude? Fatigue Oldham is busted. Yeah, but like fatigue decks are usually pretty beatable. If you just decide to beat them. But I think that kind of wraps back around to like Wizard needs more tools. Because that's the kind of decks that's supposed to prey on fatigue decks. But if they don't have anything, then they don't get to do that. Or if they give Wizard more tools, the tools to break CC. I could see that. I'm sure they could figure some stuff out. You want Blaze in the format? Me too. I also really want Blaze. I want Blaze pretty bad. It's like... She seems like pretty tailor-made for this kind of format, right? Also, I just played her for the first time in Blitz. It was really fun. I'm going to restart this playlist so I don't have to change it in the middle of talking. I'd like to do it again. All right. Shall we talk about Worlds? Okay. Recently, not quite as recently as I had hoped for this story time, but I went to Philadelphia for the Flesh and Blood World Championships. But as I'm sure most of you are aware, a couple of things happened before that. So I had my flight booked for the Wednesday of the tournament because I am currently getting my degree and I can't miss too many calculus classes or I fall behind, basically. The material is just like a little too complicated for me to just wing it at home. So I booked it that Wednesday. I also I have work and stuff. And the plan was fly in, get there late Wednesday night, go to the thing on Thursday, and then the tournament starts Friday morning. So I have one day to kind of like get my stuff in order before the tournament starts. This means I wouldn't get to test with my team, which was sad. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Then the US government shutdown happened and it lasted for a record of, what was it, like 38 days? It was like over a month, right? The longest of all time. And what happens during a US government shutdown is a lot of the people who work at airports, like TSA agents, they don't get paid. And so often those people will call in sick or something because they don't want to work without getting paid. I mean, I don't either. But also, the people that don't get paid are air traffic controllers, which is a little different if you just had longer lines at TSA versus like your flights are actually not safe when you don't have enough air traffic controllers. And so what they started to do is, as the time progressed, they started canceling flights. And this is like a week before I'm supposed to leave, right? Or like a week and a half before I'm supposed to leave, sorry. And flights started to get canceled by like the 1,000. Just insane. Flights are dropping so fast. I got a buddy who's like, dude, I can get you on a flight for like cheaper than you'd normally pay. Because I was looking like, oh man, do I move up my flight? But they wouldn't let me cancel it or reschedule it or anything, even after paying a fee. I'd have to cancel it and pay for a whole new ticket, which was going to run me like $1 million basically. And a buddy that said, hey, I can get you a flight. It's going to be cheaper. But you have to leave in the next couple days. And we're like a week and a half out from the Pro Tour. Over a week from when my flight's supposed to be. But I'm really worried about my flight getting canceled, my original flight. Because if it gets canceled on like the Tuesday, so the day before, I will not be able to get to Worlds. Because it'll be way too expensive. It'll be over $1,000. It'll be probably like $1,500 to $2,000 for me to get to Philadelphia, and I just like can't swing that. So I'm like, shoot. Okay, whatever. I can move up my schedule. I let my team know, like, hey, do you have space in the Airbnb for me? We have like 13 people in that Airbnb. I'll come by. Like, save me a spot. I'm going to be flying in way early. So I'm going to be flying in Friday. A whole week before the tournament. Thursday is when I book the ticket. I say, okay, let's do it. And I send the money. I pay for it. I just got to do one more thing. I just got to go play my volleyball game tonight. And then I'll pack and I leave like in the morning. So I go to my volleyball game. Start playing. I'm kind of balling out. I'm not going to lie. I'm playing really well. We have an incredibly close match. It comes down to game 3. It's like 18 points to 18 points. And in our league, it's first to 21 wins. It's really close. This is game 3, right? We're playing for the marbles. They just like send a ball over. We pick it up. No big deal. Goes to the setter. Setter puts it in my direction. I'm getting ready to hammer this thing. So I start my approach, which if you don't know what that is, it means the steps before I jump. Not super hard or anything. I'm kind of taking like a joggy step. Because if I start running too hard, I end up overshooting the ball. and then it's like really hard to hit the ball because it's over and a little behind me. So I try to do my approach slower. I start approaching, plant, push off, and then all of a sudden it feels like someone threw like a dumbbell at the back of my ankle. And I'm like, it was like shocking. It hurt, kind of like pow, pop, right? Something like that. So I like look behind me. And there's nobody there. And in my brain, I'm like, oh no. If no one was there, if nothing hit me, that means I tore something. And so I just like sit down in the middle of the volleyball game. And I'm like, oh no. And then the pain hits. And it's pretty excruciating. And it's at the back, right above my heel, right? Now, I watch sports. I played a lot of sports. I know what that means. That means a torn Achilles tendon. And I'm like not really believing it. I'm like, surely not, right? Surely not. So I lift up my foot, which is kind of flopping. Not a good sign, right? And then I take my hand and I feel the tendon, the Achilles tendon. If you don't know what that is, that's this part right here. It's a strong cable-like tendon. It's very taut, right? There's a lot of tension in it. I reach behind and I feel my Achilles tendon. And it's just like, it's just mush. It's like mashed potatoes. There's no tension there. I'm just pushing it all the way up. I'm like, oh no. So I'm like laying back like this because I'm like, ow, this hurts really bad. Also, I'm seriously injured. And some people on my team and like the ref and like the other team like come up and they're trying to be helpful and stuff. But the person who's reffing, the lady who's reffing, she keeps trying to like touch and adjust my leg. And I'm like, please stop. Please stop. Like this hurts. Stop touching me. Everyone's just trying to help. And they're like, oh, man, I saw that. That just looked like a pretty bad roll. Like you rolled your ankle. I'm like, I did not roll my ankle. I tore my Achilles tendon. And someone else is like, no, come on. You probably just sprained it. I'm like, no, I tore my Achilles tendon. They're like, you would know. You would know if you tore your Achilles. I'm like, I do. I do know. What's funny is like when I get in really bad pain, when I'm in like medium pain, right? Like stub your toe pain, I'm like, oh, oh my God. Like you could tell. When I'm in like, when I'm in like severe pain, I look like this. I just go like, ow. I go straight face and I go, ow. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Also, like, emotion leaves my voice. I don't know why that is. I've always been like that. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, nope, no, it hurts really bad, actually. No, I'm in a lot of pain. No, I did not sprain it. I tore it. And they still don't believe me. And then finally, I take the, like, I take the ref who's got some first aid training. I take her hand and I put it on my Achilles tendon of my healthy foot, right? And I'm like, feel that, okay, right? She's like, yeah. And I put it on the hurt one. And I'm like, feel that? And she goes, oh, no, you tore that. That thing is gone. So she's like, should we call an ambulance? And I'm like, please, dear God, no. Don't call an ambulance. We live in America. I can't afford this, even though I have health insurance. I'm just going to drive myself to the hospital. And they're like, no, you're not. Like, you are not allowed to drive to the hospital. I'm like, okay. Guess I'll call my brother, who lives like 45 minutes away. Call him. He comes heading out. So I'm just sitting there waiting because he's got to like get ready and then he's got to go. So it's like an hour almost. And I'm just sitting there with like my foot up in the air, like, but it's flopping. Think more like this. Just like, ah. And then the next team, we lost, by the way. So I did all that and we still lost. The next team comes in, they start playing, and I'm just like watching their game with my foot in the air because like I don't have anything else to do. I still got a half hour before my brother shows up. And then like some guy comes in over the break and he's like, damn, dude, that sucks. And I'm like, oh, someone must have told him what happened. And I'm like, it does suck. Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? And he's like, bro, you got a long recovery ahead of you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, yeah, man, sprained ankles are no joke. I'm like, I did not sprain it. Anyways, none of that was important. Brother gets there. I get in the car, head off to the hospital, right? I'm just sitting in all my athletic clothes. It's cold, whatever. We have to like get a wheelchair to get me places. And then when we don't have a wheelchair, I literally am just hopping on one foot. Can't walk on it. I mean, maybe I could, but it'd be like incredibly painful and I'd have to do it only on my heel. I'm like Googling on the way. I'm like Googling like, okay, let's confirm that I ruptured this, looked it up. Yep, definitely. I have all the symptoms. Okay, what do I do? What are like the proper care for this? Like before I go to the hospital or whatever. Get into the hospital, actually get seen pretty quick. It's emergency and I paid $1 million for it. So I'm glad, but, they get me in pretty quick. And the doctor's like, hey, good news. I don't even think you tore it that bad. And I'm like, okay. It's not what it feels like. And he's like, yeah, you know, it can just kind of feel like that. And I go, okay, yeah, you're the expert. He puts me in a splint. And the splint is basically, they take my foot and they put it into a toes pointed position, like ballerina toes. And then they just layer a slab of plaster of Paris over it and then wrap it up. And they send you out. That's what it is, right? So that's what they do. And they're like, and I'm thinking, God, dude, I have my flight in like 12 hours, right? I'm going to be gone. Like, can I even do this? Can I even make this flight? Talking to the doctor. And the doctor's like, yeah, okay, so in about a week, we want to get you scheduled to see a surgeon in about a week. Because they can't operate immediately. They need to let the swelling go down. And I'm like, okay. What about, hypothetically, a week and a half? Would that matter? And he's like, no, I guess that'd be fine. And I was like, okay, cool. That's what I'll do then. I'll do a week and a half. Hypothetically, if I wanted to get on a plane in like 12 hours, would that be a problem for my injury? And he's like, no. Are you going to get on a plane in 12 hours? And I was like, yeah. He's like, dude, you could just not do that. Like, you could just stay home. Is it that important? And I was like, it is that important. So he gives me the diagnosis. I find out that I can get on a plane, and they give me the shoulder crutches, right? Which you've seen. It's the crutches everyone uses, the ones that go under your arms. And I've used them before, and they're terrible. They're the worst. Anyone who's like actually used them know that they suck so bad. Not only are they really uncomfortable, they put so much pressure on your underarms that everything from like your chest to all the way here bruises really bad. And it's uncomfortable and it chafes. They're just awful. I don't want to go through it again. So I'm like on my phone in the hospital, and I'm ordering the under your elbow crutches. Spoiler alert, they look like this. Like this. You put your arm in, hold like this, you stand. It's what the kid from Breaking Bad uses. They got little I got little shocks on the bottoms. I'm on my phone, and I'm Amazoning those to the Airbnb in Philadelphia because they can't get to me in time. So I'm like, I'll get crutches there, whatever. I get all packed up, which is really hard because I'm really hurt. Get everything packed up, try to collect enough cards to make my decks because we're playing 2 formats. It's Classic Constructed and Living Legend in Worlds, right? And I go to sleep. Now, I'm worried about this injury because Achilles tears are really serious. And sometimes people never make it back to the same level of like athleticism. And I like to play sports. I like to play sports a lot. So this does worry me quite a bit. So I'm trying to like keep on top of everything that I'm supposed to be doing. If I tried a knee scooter, I haven't because I should be walking within like a little over a week with small amounts of weight on it. But I haven't gotten one. I'm thinking about getting one, but it would be such a short-term purchase that like, I don't know. I might pick one up on like Facebook Marketplace or something. Anyway, so I go to the airport, and I'm there really early because I wanted to make sure that I can like get around things, right? Get around the airport in time. They have wheelchairs there, which is great. So I sit one, and they just like kind of bring me around everywhere. And I have them bring me to one of the like pubs, right? One of the restaurants. So I like crutch in. They see me on the crutches. I sit down. I eat my food. I'm there for like 30 minutes. I'm like the only one there too. And then I get up. I pay my bill. I take my crutches. And I start crutching to the only exit of the restaurant. And the floor was just mopped. So it's still wet. But there is no wet floor sign. So I did not know. And my crutches go, and they fly out from underneath me. And I fall pretty bad. Luckily, I fall on my face. I know that's like, doesn't sound lucky, but if my like left leg was in a certain position, I would have fallen on my injured leg instead, which would have been way worse. So I basically ate a bunch of shit. And I was like, thank God I didn't fall on my leg. But also, I was just like livid. Because I'm the only person in this stupid restaurant. You watched me crutch in. My crutches are right next to me. And then you mopped all around me and didn't put out a wet floor sign or anything. You didn't even like let me know. You didn't warn me. I was upset. I was pretty mad. And luckily I had to go to my flight because I may have like said some not very nice things. It's pretty frustrating. Although to be fair, not very nice things from me is kind of like, you guys really should have let me know. Like, you kind of dropped the ball here. And then they'd be like, oh, sorry. And I'd go, it's okay. That's not very nice, right? I'm not, like, cussing people out or anything. But I was really frustrated. If I'd have gotten more injured, I would have, like, sued for sure. But I didn't, so we're on to the flight. I gotta crutch my way down a plane aisle, which sucks. I don't expect anyone to like have to do that, but it's not a fun experience. I don't recommend it because everyone's like already in their seats and they're not paying attention to you. So I'm trying to like get these through the aisle, but I'm too wide, so I have to like turn sideways and then like Dr. Octopus my way like over where I'm like tilting all these crutches to try to get across. I'm moving like a spider with 2 legs, like a handicapped crab is what I look like going down this stupid aisle. Anyway, get to my seat, eventually get to Philadelphia, right? Get off the plane. It's late. I get picked up by my buddy. It's actually not that late. It's like 3 p.m., but it feels late. 3 p.m. Pacific. Get picked up by my buddy. No, wait, that's not true. Sorry, I took a red eye. I landed at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. That's what it was. That's why it felt like nighttime and daytime at the same time. Get to the Airbnb. Instantly notice a problem. There's like 12, 13 people in this Airbnb. We open the front door. Not only is there stairs up to the front door, but we open the front door and there's like the living room area and the kitchen. But every bedroom is either up a flight of stairs or down a flight of stairs. And I'm on crutches. But there's just no beds. There's no beds in the living room. Whatever. So I end up getting a room downstairs, which I'm just grateful that my team was able to like find space for me on short notice. And I fall asleep for like 4 hours. I wake up. We start playing games. Now, I think I've talked before about the testing process for like setting up for Pro Tours and Nationals and things in Worlds. We basically get a bunch of people, we get into a house, and we just jam a million games. We jam a million games. We talk about how they felt, what matchups favored, what hero is looking like it's doing well, tech cards, blah, 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 right? Now, this was kind of an interesting one because most of the team was already locked on Syndra in Classic Constructed. We believed that Syndra was the best deck in the Classic Constructed format, and I think it definitely was, right? The won Worlds. I am pretty much 100% locked on Verdance. I've done really well with Verdance in the past. I continue to do well with Verdance. I like the deck. I don't enjoy playing like all red card aggro, like mono red aggro, right? I just don't want to do that. It's not really how I like to play games. Plus, I'm like one of the better Verdances, right? So I feel like it's probably a good choice. Living Legend is the other format we have to play at Worlds. That one is going to be a bit different because not only are there not a lot of Living Legend events, so we don't have a ton of data, but there's recently been a ton of banned and restricted for the format. Multiple different ones, hitting different things, banning, unbanning stuff, right? And we just don't know what's what. The room in general thinks that Viscera is like the best deck, and then other really good decks are like Marlin, Starvo's still solid, stuff like that, right? One thing that we don't think is good is Chain. Everyone's kind of on the same page that Chain is no longer good, which is funny because he was like the best deck for a long time, right? He was like the best LL deck for a minute. There's another deck that pops up a couple days into our testing. Well, I mean, it popped up before, but we didn't spend too much time with it. And it's a Dio deck. Dio Art of War. Now, the point of the deck is to set up a couple items and then use Art of War, Cashin, Tome of Fendel to churn through your deck. Use High Octane to make a bunch of resource points, and then you basically OTK people. You kill them in one shot. You use System Reset to reset your items, specifically the one that draws you a card, and you kill them all in one go. This deck did make top 8 of Worlds, so if you want to see it in action, it's pretty nuts. You can go watch the coverage. And Peter's pretty immediately interested in that one. I am not sure. I think I'm going to play just whatever the best deck is, which is right now is looking like Marlin, Starvo, or Viscera. So I'm kind of getting reps with those. Mostly Starvo and Marlin because I played a million games of Viscera. I'm like, I know this deck. I know what this guy does. I'm not super worried about it. We start playing more and more Starvo. And getting the deck pretty good. However, it's really struggling into Viscerai. Really struggling into Viscerai. And I have one teammate, Barrett, who's like, you know what beats Starvo? Florian. And we're like, okay. You know, Florian plays Scepter of Pain in Living Legend. It's a full rune chant stacking deck, right? It makes sense that Starvo would struggle because Skelita is very, very powerful with Florian's general plan of stacking up a bunch of rune chants. Then you germinate, gain a bunch of life, make a bunch of rune chants, you kill them on the next turn, right? And we're like, okay, yeah. I mean, the deck literally can't be Viscerai, so we're just not worried about it. We're playing some more, and Marlon's looking pretty good. And Barrett's like, you know what beats Marlon? Florian. And we're like, yeah, but it just can't beat Viscerai. What's the point? And then the next day, he's playing Florian against a couple Viscerais and goes like 3-3. And we're like, huh. That's got to be a fluke, right? Let me play the Florian. Let me play the Florian. Someone play the Viscerai. Playing Florian Viscerai. I go like 4-3 with Florian. All of a sudden, everyone's kind of sitting up. Like, whoa, did we maybe stumble across something here? We play a couple more games. Florian does, in fact, stomp Starvo. Florian does, in fact, stomp Marlon. And it's continuing to do pretty well against Viscerai. This is weird. So we take the deck, really look at it, trim a bunch of stuff, add a bunch of stuff, really try to like tune it up. It's feeling even better now. There's a couple issues though. One, the deck is boring. You're blocking and you're stacking rune chants and you're hoping your opponent doesn't kill you, and that's it. That's all you do. Then you have your one big turn and you either win the game or you don't. It's very boring. It feels bad. It feels like you're not winning the game the whole time, and then you just end up winning the game, right? That's what it feels like. All your cards feel underpowered. Everything everyone else does is like really impressive. It's Living Legend. Your deck feels bad, but it keeps winning. So we're like, okay. So I play against like a couple other really strong Viscerai players in the team. And we're just winning more with Florian than we are with the Viscerai. And we're like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Maybe we've really found something here. Everyone in the house starts calling anyone they can to try to get a hold of Florian cards, right? Because none of us brought them. Everyone's trying to get a hold of Florian cards. We get like 6 copies of this deck made over the course of like 2 days, where we keep refining this Florian deck. We find that it can even beat the all-in Dio combo deck, because all you have to do is keep them off stuff long enough to keep them off like killing you long enough to run their items out or whatever, right? And we're really good at that. We have like 3 copies of Warmogs. We have 3 copies of the one that blows up rune chants instead of taking damage, which is really good because you just put it out and you don't care about killing them. You just want to stop them from doing their things, right? And then they have to either attack into you and it just eats the rune chants and not your health, or wait. And if they wait, you just like basically keep gaining life, keep doing that kind of stuff. You're digging to closer Warmongers, those things, right? We also just slammed 3 copies of Amulet of Echoes in there. We actually are so scared of this Dio deck by the time Worlds rolls around that every single one of us played 3 copies of Amulet of Echoes in our sideboard just because we were so scared. So that's what we're doing. And everyone's like kind of on this Florian deck. And then we go, you know what? We should try Chain into it just in case. And we're like, surely it beats Chain. For the same reason it beats Dio. It's got the 3 like Warmongers. It's got the 3 Runechant Barriers. It's got like all this stuff, right? Amulet of Echoes, not good. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. And we're like, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Like we can even play Ripple Away. That's just nuts. So I hand Peter the Chain deck. I'm playing Florian, and we're like so far ahead. We're like at, I don't know, 60 like points of effective life. 45 life, 15 rune chants with Runechant Barrier out. We Warmongers last turn. He took a bunch of damage. We got him. And then the next turn, he just drops like a 65 bomb and kills me. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty lucky. Let's play another one. This time he beats me even faster. That's not good. Okay, play me one more. This time he beats me again. We make it closer. We put in some more Ripple Aways and we make it closer, but he still beats me. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Shit. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. I'll play Marlon then. I'll just lock on Marlon. I play Marlon. Peter's still got the chain deck. Playing Marlin into chain. He kicks the shit out of me again. And I'm like, we're like a day away from the world championship. A day away from like locking decks. I have to figure out what I'm going to play. Give me another game into chain. I think, whatever. I feel like you got lucky. Okay. Beats me again. Fuck, man. Give me Starvo. Give me that Starvo deck. Playing Starvo into chain. Guess what? Chain wins again. And finally, I'm like, fuck it. Fuck it. Give me a stupid chain deck. I'm just going to play the chain deck. Whatever. And like at this point, we're all still thinking that chain kind of sucks. Because a specific version of chain got really popular a couple weeks ago. Called like 2-cost chain or whatever. Where it's like a normal RuneGate chain stuff. But then it only kind of caps out at the 2s. And some of the ratios weren't super great, and it's just not good. This more standard RuneGate chain deck was doing like wonders, though. We went, okay, well, I can't play it unless like it's solid into Viserai, and I heard it loses to Viserai. So I play against Viserai, I'm winning more than I'm losing again. And I'm like, oh my god, maybe chain's kind of the truth. So I just go, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna register chain. I start making a couple changes to the deck. I start just trying to get used to it. I have like, the tournament's the next day. So I'm like trying to get reps with it. I'm trying to do all this stuff. And it just feels good to play. And that's why I ended up picking it. It's like, it was winning games the day before I had to register. And it was just like smooth. And so I lock it in. I lock in chain and I lock in Verdance. Most people are playing Syndra in CC. And then we have a smattering of Starvos, a couple Viserais, and a couple Marlins. We also had an Aurora for LL. The testing part is over. It's time to like go take a night, relax, that kind of stuff. They're wheeling me out to like a restaurant, and my toes are getting cold. Because like I just have this splint, right? Which is just the slab, ace bandages, and a little bit of gauze. And then over top, I put like a big ski sock because otherwise my toes are just hanging out. But it's Philadelphia at night, so it's freezing. And they're like rolling me around, and all I can think of is like, one, this wheelchair kind of sucks. It's like pretty rickety. We got a wheelchair, by the way. Team PCG Invasion brought me one, which shout out to them. It was incredible all weekend, but it was like stripped of the feet things. Some other things were taken out because they just use it to do wheelies in their store. Instead of like actually using it for wheelchair things. So it's not like the most comfortable ride, right? But we're just kind of cruising around. They're pushing me. I'm like getting bounced around in this wheelchair, and my toes are just freezing because I just have this ski sock over top, and it's too big and loose, and the wind gets in. Not fun. Anyways, it's World Championship time. Show up. I'm playing Verdance, and I'm not feeling like the most optimistic about this tournament. I'm like, I think it's gonna go fine. I'm gonna do okay at this tournament, right? It's not gonna be anything insane, but I'm gonna do okay. And I play against Syndra round 1, and I do not like playing the Verdant Syndra matchup. I win more often than I lose when I play it, but it's just like, it feels kind of coin flippy. It's about whether I find my fellings, whether I get to do a thing every turn. Like sometimes you have to block out, and you can only do that like once or twice before you fall too far behind. I don't love to see it. And this game's like kind of one of those spots where it's like, my opponent gets off to a really good start. I don't end up finding things. I have to just pass back a couple of turns in a row, fall too far behind, and I lose. And I'm like, I'm all sad. Just sitting in my wheelchair. Sad. 0-1 at Worlds. And I'm like, damn. Maybe Verdance wasn't even the pick. Like, it's just not very good into all the top decks. You're like 50-50 into Syndra, right? Depending on how much practice you have in the matchup and who you're playing against. You're losing into Gravy Bones. You're losing into Prism. The Marionette matchup's getting better for the Marionettes. You're obviously flipping the mirror. It's like, doesn't feel great. Next round, I do win. And then I believe the next round, either this round or the round after, I play against a Kasai. And that Kasai player puts, I think, 3 cell swords on turn 2. Yeah. It's like start with 1 gold from the hat. Make 1 gold from riches. Make 1 gold for Kasai ability. 3 cell swords. And I'm like, oh no. We're still in the 30s, right? You got 3 cell swords on the board this early. I haven't even decomposed once. We play out the game, and I'm just ignoring them. I'm like, I don't have the time for this. Maybe I'll draw a heartbeat after I'm online, and I can start pinging them away. But like, I just don't have time for this. So I'm just attacking. But I'm like not even doing that good of a job at attacking because I haven't even decomposed. We're like 7 turns into the game now. I haven't decomposed. These 3 stupid soldiers have been on board the whole game. And I go, okay, we're going to pivot from the good numbers into a tree. I found a tree like a turn or 2 earlier. I parked it in my arsenal and I was like, we're going to use the tree. We're going to get him to like high teens, maybe 20. We'll play the tree and we'll use the arcane to push like basically unblockable damage over because he's only got AB1. And that's what I do. I just go shoot, 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 shoot. And then instead of attacking for like 7 physical, which my opponent can block, I decide to just play a pumped up zap and waning moon. I keep an extra card going down to very low life totals. And I keep the zap and the waning moon, which puts my opponent in Stormstrider's Burn Bear or Light Up the Leaves with waning moon range, right? Like, it's my opponent's turn. Draws 4 cards. No arsenal. Starts attack. Block with a card. It's like a sink below. Sink. I have the spell. I need to find a blue. Sink. No blue. Block with Crown of Province on the next thing. Find a blue. So now I have red, Light Up the Leaves, blue. I can Stormstriders, Burn Bear, and kill my opponent. Guaranteed. They have AB1, they're at 4. I think it's 4. So they always die here. The issue is, they have 1 card in hand. They're presenting lethal. 1 card in hand, no resources floating. Obviously, I should rip it. The problem is, I've seen earlier in the game a Sigil of Solace pitched. And my opponent, before dedicating their attack, sits there for a second and goes, Caleb, you're kind of putting me in a tough spot. And I was like, something about that felt off. Like he just kind of sat there, said he's in a tough spot, waffled on what to do, and then sent the attack. And I was like, that's just weird. I don't know why, but something was not right about that. And so I sit there and I go, surely I just like kill my opponent. Surely I just kill my opponent. The other option is I block with my 6 or 5 or whatever I have to block with, arsenal the spell, and try to draw the resources on the next turn. But if I do that, I'm going to die to like Glint the Quicksilver. So I have to decide, do I go for the win and die to Sigil of Solace? Or do I block and try to buy another turn and die to Glint? And I'm just sit there for a while and I'm thinking, it just keeps coming back that I felt like his comment was odd. And I go, this motherfucker's got Sigil of Solace. So I block with my cards, no reaction. It's my turn. I arsenal. I draw up. I have the resources. He sends an attack. I send the Light of the Leaves. I send the Waning Moon. He flips up Sigil of Solace in his arsenal and dies exactly. And I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, let's go. Felt so good. It was a really crazy game. That was like such a big comeback game. And there's like something really big about like losing early and then battling it back. Not only does it feel good, but like if I'd have kept winning, it'd have felt really good. But if I'd have fallen off the winning streak at any point, it would have felt like bad. It would have, you know, killed my confidence, my motivation, that kind of stuff. Can't believe you won against 3 cell swords. Me neither. I thought I was done. I thought the game was over. And I was like, well, this is my only time to do this. Oh, after my round 1, I was all sad. In my round 2, I pair against Prism, my worst matchup. We play, and I like barely squeak out a win. I like barely get there. I kill through like double Genesis on the board or something ridiculous, and I'm like, oh my god, we just stole a win here. So yeah, I end up the CC portion 4-1. I won every other game besides the Syndra game. We start playing LL. Playing against my opponent in LL. He's playing Starvo. I'm on Chain. And he just starts the game off by going like, Fuse, crippling crush you. And I'm like, well, here we are, right? Get crippling crushed. My turn. First shackle, hit. Bang, bang. Sending it back good, right? Get his arsenal or whatever. Okay, sure, whatever. His turn. Starvo Fuse. Spino Crush. Get you. And I'm like, oh, sure, okay. Take some damage. Get a Read the Runes set up. Go ahead. His turn. Fused Oakenold. Send it. Okay. Me. Base of the mountain. Block just enough to stop it. My turn. Soul Shackles hit crazy. Send some attacks back at him. His turn. Fused Felling of the Crowd. Like, he's just bang, 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 bang. Right? My turn. Shackles hit insane again. I hit like Cole. Like another attack. Like, it's just nuts. We're just swinging at each other. I hit Artivore. He fuses again. We're just like blitzing at each other, and I end up getting there. It was like the most high-powered game of Flesh and Blood I've ever seen, where both decks were just doing like exactly what they were supposed to do. And I win the game, and my opponent, we're shuffling up, and he looks at me and he's like, huh, why is everybody saying Chain's bad? And I'm like, I don't know. We just all thought it. Chain, I believe, ended up being like the 5th most represented, maybe the 4th, but it was like a pretty big drop-off from the other top decks. 5-1. Keeping it going. Next round, I believe I have to play against my teammate on Nia. My teammate on Nia. Nia, my teammate on Marlin, which we found out is a very strong matchup for Chain, and I do end up taking the win. Keeping it going. 6-1. I play against another Starvo. Oh, no, sorry. I play against Chain. Jimmy on Chain, who ends up top 8ing. And we're talking, and we're just kind of yapping about Chain and how everyone else thought the deck was pretty bad before the tournament. Blah, 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 blah. We're shuffling up, getting ready. We're talking about the different styles of chains. And I'm talking about how RuneGate chain feels really good. And he makes a kind of evasive comment. Like, oh, yeah, you know, RuneGate does seem really strong. Or like, yeah, RuneGate's probably the strongest way to play the deck right now. And a lot of times someone would say that and you go, that's because they're playing RuneGate as well. Of course they think that, right? But the way he said it was just like a little weird. And I don't know how to sideboard into other chains because like I was ill prepared. I was not completely ready for this tournament on Chain. So I'm like, okay, he said that kind of weird. I think he's not on RuneGate Chain. If he's not on RuneGate Chain, he's probably on something with like smaller attacks, like Boomer Chain. I'm going to play Balance of Justice into him instead of Face Purgatory. And he is playing Boomer Chain, but he's playing the weirdest version where he's just like, okay, my turn. Howl from Beyond, erase face you. And I'm like, okay, I'll block some, I'll read the runes, go ahead. And he's like, yeah, okay. Chain attack, go again, erase face you. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Sure, I'll block some. Okay, yeah. Chain things, command and conquer you. And I'm like, okay, please stop disrupting me. Like, my deck's kind of not really coming together. It's not really functioning. I'm not really blocking well either. And then he just like pumps an erase face again. And I'm like, oh my god. Okay, whatever. Take some damage. I'll read the runes. I'll pop off on the next turn. I already got a couple cards in my blood debt. Banish another card off my blood debt. Read the runes, pass. And he goes, how many blood debt do you have? He's like, you don't have any action points, right? And I'm like, no, I don't have any action points. And he goes, invert existence, get 2 of your blood debt attacks. Invert existence, get 2 more of your blood debt attacks. I'm like, oh, sorry, it wasn't blood. It was like 3 blood debt attacks and 1 non-attack. So I still took 2 damage and I took blood debt because I didn't have any action points. And I'm like, oh my god. Ah! And then he goes to his turn, sends another like disruptive attack, right? Like amnesia or something. I'm like, come on. I drop, banish more blood debt. He inverts me again and I die. I take too much blood debt and I die. which kind of sucks because I ended the day 6-2 when I was like ready to go X-1. X-1 into day 2 feels great because you can lose 2 and still top 8. X-2 into day 2 is scarier because you have to win all of them. Right. Okay. I am going to dinner with my girlfriend who showed up at that point. She came into the tournament that day. She flew in that day. So we go to dinner and we're at this like really nice ramen place actually. And I'm feeling pretty good now. 6-2 at Worlds. Nice, right? The chain deck it feels incredible. It's humming. Verdance feels strong. It's still Verdance, but it's like, I don't love its place currently. At the end of the dinner, I run to the bathroom and I'm like, peeing, whatever. I'm in the stall and I open the stall, crutching out, and this guy comes in and he's just like kind of backs out of my way so that I can like get to the sink and then get out the door, right? Pretty kind of him. After I'm done at the sink, I start crutching and I'm going to go out the door. And he opens the door for me. Again, very nice. And there's a bunch of water splashed on the floor because it's like a bathroom, right? People splash water on the floor all the time. My crutches hit it, go right out underneath me, just like the airport. Except this time, I land entirely on my hurt leg. And my reaction is just to like flare my foot up and catch myself, right? But that's a problem for multiple reasons. One, you have to keep your toes in that like ballerina position, tippy toes, because of the tendons. The more you get closer to a neutral position, the more the torn tendons pull apart. And the upper half will actually roll up your calf, which is bad because then surgeons have to go further to get it and pull it down and then do it together. And if you don't get surgery, it can still be really bad because it ends when it heals, it's like too stretchy and you don't end up having the like power that you would otherwise. And the second reason why it's bad is because it pushed up so far that the splint just cracked. It just broke in half, right? So I basically just have 2 like weights taped to my leg instead of something that's like valuable. And the poor guy who is like opening the door and being so polite and everything just saw the guy on crutches take a bad fall. And he's like, oh no, the disabled guy fell. Like, oh, what do I do? He was like trying to help, but he didn't know how. And all I could think of in that point was like, I was in a ton of pain. But all I can think of, other than the pain, was this poor guy. He came in, tried to help me out, and then the hurt guy ate shit. And like now he doesn't know what to do. That kind of put him on the spot a little bit on accident. He's like trying to help, and I'm like, just give me like 10 seconds to sit here and be in pain. He's like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, just like stand there and just hold your arm like this, and I'll like use it to help myself up. And he does. And I get back, and I tell my girlfriend, I'm like, took a really bad fall, and like I'm pretty hurt. End up going to my buddy's house. That's where we're staying for the weekend. I'm not staying with the team at that point. Get settled in, and like try to move the splint in a way that like still provides support. And I think I do, but it's like, it's not great. But I go to sleep and it's time for day 2 of Worlds. At this point, I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep super great. The pain kept me up and I just didn't have a ton of time to sleep. But get down to Worlds. They have me in a different spot this time. And we get started with Living Legend. My first matchup is, I think it's another Starvo. Which we have if I remember correctly, we have a pretty crazy game. And it gets very close at the end. And I have like a really weird line where I need to pitch my red card. Like I need to discard my blue to something. Pitch a red card. Or do some blocking with like my blues and keep like a red and an Art of War for some reason. And then I have to make a very specific line if I want to play around the third copy of Blizzard, which I decide to do. I make the very specific line. I pitch my card to the Art of War to just say +1, like +1 go again, for the combat trick to hit so that I could play the Blood Debt cards in my graveyard. I have an Eloquence token. I give him go again. Or, yeah, I end up like, boom, like blowing my opponent up. And I'm doing a really bad job of explaining it, but I played around the third Blizzard. They ended up having the third Blizzard. I was really proud of myself. Okay, that's basically what it was. I was like, I took a weird line that just because it beat the third Blizzard and it ended up having it, and I won the game. I didn't do a good job setting that one up. I'm sorry. I play against Ian, a teammate. He's playing Marlin in the next round, and I win that too. Again, the Marlin Chain matchup, very strong matchup for Chain. So I'm feeling good. I'm like 8-2. They don't really move you around though, for me, because I'm hurt. I can't go anywhere. So they just give me a chair and have me sit at that spot, and they bring my opponents to me. This kind of helped keep away the like nerves you get. Not nerves, but like over worrying, I guess. There's a when you get to the top tables, it's pretty common to like look around you. You know who's doing well with you. You know who you might play the next round. You look around and you count how many of your bad matchup are out there. That kind of stuff, right? But since I'm on my own chair, just in a random spot, I just can't worry about that because I can't see any of it. Which really helped keep everything very like even keel, I guess. Like not worried, right? The last round of LL, I think this is the right order. I play against Jacob Clemens on Gravy Bones. And I draw well, and the Gravy Bones LL deck is pretty cool, but like Shane doesn't give a shit what they're doing, and he has tons of go again, so he's just like not worried, and I end up winning that game. So I end the Living Legend portion 9-2. I went 5-1 in total on Chain. Deck felt incredible. I was so happy I brought it. I actually just wanted to keep playing more Chain, right? But it's time to go back to Classic Constructed. Playing as Lucas Ang on the mirror, and I'm very happy with my mirror plan with Verdance. I have trees, I have pots, I have rampants. We go pretty in on arcane damage. You push damage more than other Verdances generally would, and then you first cycle combo them. And a lot of Verdances are still trying to like pitch stack in the mirror, and it just doesn't work. Like if you're not killing your opponent first cycle, then you're probably not doing it right. Or at least like the first hand of second cycle or something, right? So that's what we're trying to do. And Lucas is clearly also playing it the same way. He hits all 4 of his potions, and I'm on like potion 1. And I'm finally starting to catch up. But I have to pitch a Rampant Growth in the first hand of the game and the second hand of the game, which means I can't kill him until I get to the first hand of second cycle. That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you see all the Rampants before you see the potions. What are you going to do? He hits his 4 potions and then natties into 2 rampants and tries to keep it for 1 hand because the IP was 1. I try to disrupt. I would disrupt if I could. I don't have anything. My only option to try to keep him off it is to combo myself, but I only have 1 rampant. The next rampant isn't for until the next hand. But if I just pass the turn to him, I just die. He's just going to kill me. So I sit there and I tank forever. And I go, okay, we're just going to fire it and hope he's got like a couple reds, right? Or hope he has to pitch the rampant away. And I can't do quite enough. I could put him to like 6 after the combo. Because it's not an ideal one and I only had 1 rampant. And he gets to go to 6 and keep the rampant in hand. He passes back. Can't really do anything. And I just don't have the pressure. I just send a stupid attack. He blocks. And then he goes to combo. And he combos, puts me to single digits. And then we basically just do the thing where, like, you can't tap out on your turn because you just get Storm Striders. He's back up because he cracked all his potions and everything. And I end up losing the game. And I'm pretty sad about it. I'm on this run, right? I'm on a crazy run. All my chain games went really well. And I'm like, yes, okay. I'm not feeling as confident in Verdance right now because of the possible matchups I can run into. But I really, really feel good about our idea for the Verdance mirror. I think I play it really well. And I need to win all my games but 1. And it's the first CC game that I lose. and it's on the matchup that I want, that I think I'm good at. So I was just like demoralized at that time. I was just like, God, damn it. Like that's the one I'm supposed to win, right? It's just sometimes in a tournament run, some losses hit really hard for some reason. And that one did. I was like, just bummed, man. Just bummed. I've never top 8'd a tier 4. I really want to do it. But now I have to win 3 in a row, which is tough sometimes. Sit down. I'm playing in Syndra. We play a close one, but I end up getting there. I hit the spell in the turn I need to hit the spell, and I win the game. Sometimes you draw it, right? Got to win 2 more in a row. Feeling pretty... I guess anxious is an okay word about it. Not like super nervous or anything. But I'm just sitting there going like, okay, gotta win each one. I gotta win 2 more. Sit across from my opponent. What are you playing? He flips Syndra again. Okay. We get ready, do the die roll, flip our cards, and a couple of my buddies are watching from the rail at this point. And we have been of the opinion that you should always play Mask Momentum with Syndra into Verdance. And like most Syndras think that. But some people think you should play Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. I've tested against Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. And I've realized that when it's Mask of the Pouncing Lynx instead of Mask of Momentum, my win rate as Verdance shoots up. It's like so much better for Verdance because you get to block how you want. Which means that you're much more able to always have offensive pressure. My opponent flips up Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. And I'm inside, I'm like, oh my God. And on the outside, I'm like, you know, like, it's not saying anything. My buddies see it. They're like, from the sidelines, right? Play the game. And like, I keep forgetting that it's Mask of the Pouncing Lynx instead of Mask Momentum. So I'm like not even blocking properly all the time, but it's still Pouncing Lynx instead of the good ones. So like eventually I'm just ahead and I win the game. One more win, and I top 8 the World Championships, which is crazy. Never top 8 a tier 4. They call me up on stream. They want me to do a feature match. So I have to like go in my wheelchair and like zoom over there, right? Sit down. Talk to my opponent. Turns out we know each other. We played in a different event. I think it was last world, 2 worlds ago. Maybe it was last worlds, where we played in a Cilio mirror and draft, and both of our decks were terrible. Shake hands, start playing. He chooses to go first, which is correct. You always want to go first in the mirror. Both, or the matchup, both heroes want to go first. I don't know if I mentioned he's playing Syndra. Sorry. He flips up the normal equipment. He sits there. He looks at his cards. I look at my cards, and I have defense reaction, blue block earth card, Autumn's Touch, and mental block. Now, if my opponent passes to me, which is what you generally see, generally in the matchup, what you want to do as Syndra is you want to go first, and then you do not want to attack. Because if you attack, it fills up the Verdance's graveyard and lets them filter, right? Syndra opponent sits there, he hums and haws, and then he attacks me, and I'm like, okay. So I get to block with my card. Flicks a knife, mental block. Boom, I have a ponder token. I have a blue, like, I have an earth action in the graveyard. This is going great. Keeps attacking. Decides to go off Arsenal. D-react, shut that shit down, right? I have 2 earth cards in the bin. I draw my hand. I need 1 more action card to be able to decompose. I draw my hand. It's Scar for a Scar. Felling of the Crown. Everbloom Life, and a blue. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm at 39 or whatever because I got flicked or took 1 damage somewhere. I think, no, I mental blocked on an attack. I got flicked for 1. I'm at 39 to 40. This hand works perfectly. Scar for Scar forward with Go again. Break the chain. Gain a life off Everbloom Life. felling you for 4, decompose, put a card on the bottom. Whoo, insane. Ponder token pops, E-strike, put that in arsenal. Draw my next hand. Not only can I get ready to decompose again, I draw another felling of the crown. Boom, send a felling again. And it does not ever get closer. I win that game more handedly than like any Verdant Cinder game I think I've ever played. Like, it was not close. I take it down. My friends start going nuts because I just top 8'd Worlds, right? I'm in the feature match area and I keep it composed. My opponent's upset because he just missed top 8 of Worlds because his deck took a poo-poo on him and my deck ran like Usain Bolt, right? Obviously attacking on turn 0 was like put him in a really poor spot. But still, like, it sucks. And so I can't like pop off on him, right? I can't be like, woo, woo, like knock his deck over and like jump around. Like, I can't do that. So I have to keep it very composed. I'm like, sorry, man, you know, great run. As like my girlfriend and my friends are going just ballistic next to me. And then they wheel me away and then I'm finally like, yeah. They asked me to go do like an interview with them. So they pull me back. And Sam and Pankaj are like good friends. So we think it'd be funny to do a bit where they take away the chair. Sam's sitting there and he's on camera and he's live and he's just looking at the camera. And then Pankaj wheels me in very slowly on the wheelchair and adjusts me. And then we start. And we did the bit. I thought it was really funny. And I'm just like glowing, dude. I'm just like, oh my God, I just top 8'd the world championship. Like, this is insane. This has been like such a wild year for me, right? I started World Tour Weekly. I won US Nationals. I had some other really good finishes. I won a couple Battle Hardens. And now I top 8'd Worlds. I've always wanted to like top 8 a big like Pro Tour or Worlds for like Magic or this game. Finally, I do. We're doing top 8. And I don't know if you saw it, but they had like a promo video they put around on Twitter. And it was in the broadcast. But basically, they brought us back. They had some lighting. They had some like camera setups and stuff. And we were going to film a promo video, which is kind of like a hype video. And it goes through all the people in the top 8. And we're doing so. I'm the last one. They take me out with the wheelie, the wheelchair. And they're like, okay, like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, okay, what's the vibe? And they go, think hype stream, hype video, like a college football promo. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'll mean mug the camera a bit. I'll like look hard, right? And then I was like, can I pop a wheelie? And they think about it and they're like, hell yeah. So what we do is they have this like, they're going to like zoom in and then they're going to like zoom out. And that's like the thing. And when they zoom in and the music kind of drops, I'm just like looking at the camera like this. Right? And then they like zoom in. And then right as it like hits the thing and the music drops, I pop a wheelie in the promo. It's so funny. I think it's so funny, right? It's like, it's hilarious. I'm actually going to see if I can pull that up for you guys because I think it's just too funny. We also take some pictures. We take the top 8 picture, which I'll show you as well because I thought that was pretty funny. We take like a normal top 8 picture, exactly what you would expect. And then after that, they're like, hey, let's do a funny one now. Or like, you know, not so like straight edge, I guess. And no one really knows what to do. So I'm like, okay, I have an idea. Let me do this. It's gonna do that thing. Okay, so, okay, here's the top 8 picture. I'm gone, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay, here's the top 8 picture. I'm stoked. I'm cheesing, right? And here's the funny one. I was like, yo, no one had an idea. So I was like, here's what we should do. Everyone should move to the side a little bit, and I'll go in the back. Like, they just forgot to put the guy in the wheelchair in the front, right? And then so everyone's here. Everyone's leaning because they're trying to make room for my wheelchair right here. And there's me right here. And I thought that was so funny. Was it actually funny? I don't know. That's not important. I thought it was funny. Let me see if I can pull up that promo video. That's not it. Okay, here we go. Let me pause the music really quick so you can watch the whole thing. because I think it's cool and I think it's funny. There's me. I realize that I have such a particular way of moving cards about. That's cool. It goes kind of hard. My boy Ian. Oh, I'm gonna get copyright striked. Oh, did you see that sick wheelchair wheelie though? I just realized I'm totally gonna get copyright striked. We're gonna watch it again. Bang. I thought that was really funny. So many people came up to me and they're like, dude, I saw the wheelie. That was hilarious. So yeah, that was great. Go back home to the Airbnb. Go down the stairs, which like, okay, go back to the Airbnb. And that night, I need to get some sleep. Now, I have to go downstairs, like I said, and it's so dumb. The best way for me to go downstairs is I have to hold one crutch. Oh, hi, Remy. And with the other arm, I have to hold onto the railing, and then I literally like hop all the way down. It's like so dumb, right? And then I have to like leave the crutch on the bottom and leave one crutch on the top, and then like I can crutch back up and then collect my other crutch because I can't bring them both down. I have to use one hand, and it doesn't matter. Go to sleep, wake up. I guess I should talk a little bit about the testing and stuff prior. We decided to play games, obviously. Ian and I are both in top 8, and we test together. We also have a couple more PCG Invasion people in top 8. We killed it this tournament. But PCG Invasion is kind of split on who tests with each other, just because we have so many people. And I test generally with the Stroopwafel gang, and Ian is also Stroopwafel. He made top 8. And if you'll remember, we played Chain versus Marlin in Living Legend. We decided not to test into each other's decks, even though we are unfortunately paired against each other in the first round. So first round team kill. We decided not to test against each other's decks. It's kind of a waste of time. So we test against the other people in our bracket. Show up, and I'm not feeling super hot about our matchup. He's playing Prism, which is the worst matchup in CC for Verdance right now. Not stoked. However, I get to pick what format we're playing because I'm the higher seed. I'm obviously going to pick Living Legend because he's on Marlin. Chain Marlin, very good for Chain. So how this should play out is that we play Marlin Chain and I win because it's a good matchup for me. And then he wins Prism Verdance. And then it goes back to being my choice. I would choose format, Living Legend again, and he would get to go first again. So we get to play LL twice, which I'm probably going to have to win both. CC once, and he gets to go first all 3 times. I'm not stoked about that. Marlin really wants to go first, and so does Prism. We get ready. Fist bump, here we go. Time to play. Chain versus Marlin. He goes first. Seek and Destroy. 13 overpowers me. Like, oh, block 3, take 10, get an inertia token. Don't really send back anything that matters. His turn. Seek and Destroy. 13 overpower. Take 10. Lose guard. Send a little something back. And then he like... And then he, I think it's like catch of the day overpower or something. It's just like 13, 13, 10, 13. And I'm like dying. Now, there's a spot where I can go down to like a low life total, but keep all of my equipment. And I decide to do that because when he sends 10 the next turn, which is standard, I block with all my equipment. I can pop balance if he drew cards, and then I could probably kill him. Except he doesn't do that. He sends like 13. And I'm like, oh, no. So I sit there and I try to Art of War to get more blocking value. Don't even hit an attack and die. And I'm like, this is not how I wanted this to go. So now I have to win Prism Verdance. Prism Verdance. I'm playing Verdance. I get to go first because I lost unexpectedly. Have to win this to stay in top 8. Draw my opening hand, and it's disaster. It's like Felling of the Crown, Burn Bear, D-React, Felling of the Crown or something. Like some other red, right? And I'm like, oh no. Because I can't attack. If I say pass and he just plays an aura, I literally cannot play an attack. I have 3 reds and a Burn Bear, and all my attacks cost 3. So I just go, pass. And he goes, okay, that's fine. And I arsenal my D-React. I'm like, thank God. I draw another red, Felling of the Crown, or like a red 3 cost. And I'm like, whatever. I have Sink Below in my arsenal. Like, I'll filter, or I could just block out this turn. It's going to be fine. As long as he doesn't play auras, it's going to be okay because I can, like, just block out. And then he goes, Genesis, Pierce Reality. Double auras me. The good ones, too. And I look at him, and you can hear it on coverage. I say to him, I think you just won the game. Because it goes back to me, and the only thing I can do is Burn Bear for 6 to his face, leaving both the auras. Goes back to his turn. Genesis triggers. He does some other stuff. And then he plays Library on turn 2. And the game is just over. It's not even remotely close. Like, I stay in it for another, like, 20, 30 minutes. But it doesn't matter. I'm not, like, winning this game. Get ground down. Lose. It feels so bad to lose to a Prism because you're losing for, like, 20 minutes, too. And I knew from that opening hand I was going to lose the game. So I lose. And, like, I'm happy for my friend who made top 4. But it's like, it stings, right? Obviously, it sucks to get into top 8, go into the next day, and then lose in the quarterfinals in such a horrible way. I felt like I didn't play any Flesh and Blood. I just lost. Felt really bad. So I'm sitting there, and Larissa's there, and she's like, let's just go across the street to, like, the market. We can get, like, a smoothie or something. You always feel better when you have food. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that. So you go across the street to the market. I'm so bummed. I'm so dejected. I'm sad. I always get over it quickly, usually after I have food. But, like, for a while, I'm sad every time I lose a tournament. And this is the biggest tournament I've ever lost in, so it's pretty sad. We go and get a smoothie. I start sipping it. Starting to feel better. The smoothie's really good. And I'm like, yeah, I'll sit here, I'll drink my smoothie, we'll just kind of hang out for a second, eat a little bit of food, and I'll feel much better. Big ass smoothie. Right after I think that, I knock the smoothie over and spill the whole thing. All over the table, all over myself, everywhere. I also can't get up and grab napkins because I am stuck in a wheelchair that's, like, wedged into this table. Larissa's got to get up, go grab a bunch of napkins. We get it all cleaned up. I am no longer feeling very good. I got this smoothie. I was like, oh, nice. I finally got this thing that's going to make me feel better. And then I spilled it all. And I was like, God damn it. To make matters worse, Ian loses the semifinals. So sad. But I start perking up after that. It is what it is, right? It's fine. We hang out for a little bit. We don't actually hang out for too long. And we have to do the ceremony, the award ceremony. So I wait for that. They hand me my trophy, which is right here. Ooh, very nice. It's heavy. I like it. And then I got my gold foil, which I opened on World Tour Weekly and should be in here somewhere. That's the wrong gold foil. Sorry. And I opened Draconic Flight Path, which is a pretty darn good one to open. I'm looking to sell it, so if you know anyone who's interested, let me know. And then we head back. We're heading back to the Airbnb. I'm tired. Sorry, I forgot to turn the music back on. But I'm excited. 2 of us just top 8'd worlds. We're kind of stoked to, like, party it up a little bit. Go back to the Airbnb, and everyone is, like, going to sleep. Which I don't blame them for, because they have a car ride out at, like, 4 a.m. So they all have to wake up at, like, 3:45, get all their stuff ready, and get out the door. So they're all going to bed. But both Ian and I are kind of like, oh, man. We're not gonna celebrate or anything. We're just gonna like go to bed. So that's what we end up doing. We end up going to bed. I do get a call from like some friends, like Punk Guy shits me up, and he's like, "Yo, come out. We're gonna like go to bars and clubs and stuff." But I don't want to go to a club with my crutches. And at that point, the tire had already kicked in. This was like a couple hours after I got back. So I was like, "No, it's okay. We'll just like do it later." Get to the airport the next day, fly home, immediately try to go see a doctor. I've been calling the doctor at this point, right? I finally got something scheduled. However, it's like 10 days after I get home that I can get in and see a doctor. And I'm like, this just isn't going to cut it. So I end up going to urgent care and being like, hey, my splint's broken. I need a new one. They give me a new splint. The doctor there says, because I'm trying to figure out still how bad this injury is. Do I need surgery? All that kind of stuff. And the doctor there is like, yo, honestly, I don't even think I would have splinted you in the first place. I maybe would have given you like a little bit of tape and I just had you like kind of just start walking immediately. And I was like, that's crazy. Do you have like a, like, can I still get a splint? Because I'm worried I'm going to have like permanent injuries. And he's like, I just don't really think you need one. I think it's like a super small partial tear. And I'm like, okay, I feel like the whole thing is ripped. Like I tore the whole thing, but there's this one itty bitty strand holding on. That's how it feels in my head. Like the whole thing's torn except one little bit. And he's like, we can ultrasound you. And I'm like, perfect, let's do that. So he ultrasounds me and he's going over to the thing. And he goes, it looks like you tore the whole thing, except you have one little bitty part holding on. And I'm like, that's crazy. So he does end up giving me a splint, and I have an appointment to see the surgeon. But this is like another, like, this is the one 10 days away. And I'm like, this is just not going to fly. Like, I can't keep not treating it. It's been like almost 3 weeks since the original injury. So I call around. I call every like sports medicine place in the area. One of them says, we have one 7 days away. And I said, perfect, I'll take it. 6 days from then, the night before my appointment, that sports medicine place calls me and says, hey, we actually can't help you. We're looking at your papers and you need to go to podiatry instead because we don't have any surgeons for this. Like, we can't even re-splint you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, you're telling me this now? Like, you couldn't have told me a week ago? So I'm pissed. But I called the podiatry department and they give me an appointment for the next day. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's like the same thing anyway, basically. Go in and the surgeon comes in and he's like, hey, we're not going to do surgery. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, should I be worried? Because I know people who have an Achilles tear, usually if they're athletes, you generally want surgery. The re-tear rate is much lower and you get back to like a higher ability. Like it doesn't, if you jumped so high after an Achilles tear, you might only be able to jump this high if you didn't get surgery. But if you have surgery, it gets you closer to where you were before. So I'm like, oh, I don't know about this no surgery thing. And he tells me that it's specifically because of some new studies and stuff where you can go the non-operative route as long as you keep it in that toes down position, which I did. And you hit PT early and hard. And I was like, okay. And he's also like, you got the tear. Instead of getting the tear here. Okay, that's a bad example. I just got my giant boot. Okay, instead of getting the tear here, I apparently tore it up here, which is where the muscle connects with the tendon. Which I was told makes it a really poor surgical spot for surgery. Because the muscles are so thin there, and it meshes in or whatever, that it's kind of like doing surgery on tissue paper. Like a lot of stuff gets torn up in there. He's like, a lot of times it ends up worse. Like, just trust me on this. You don't want surgery there. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. They stick me in a cast and send me home. I just got the cast off. I'm in a boot now. Huzzah. And yeah, we'll see. I start physical therapy next week. What's funny, not in a haha way, but World's Top 8 is a huge cash. It's $7,500 for 8th place, just 8th place, like $1,600 for second, for 4th or something, 100,000 for first. I get my $7,500, whatever. That is maybe going to cover my healthcare expenses. Maybe. I have insurance. I have health insurance, which I pay $400 a month for. And it's still not going to cover it. So that sucks. But I don't know. Nothing I can do about it. I top 8'd Worlds and it felt awesome. Like I said, I always wanted to top 8 at tier 4. Like this means such a big deal to me. I felt like this year was really a big breaking out of my previous like zone competitive wise. You know, I started topping more events, winning more battle hardens. My like event win rate this year is so high because I just played so few events and won quite a few of them, or top 8'd the big ones. That I'm just like really happy. I think this next year I'm hoping will be even better. Obviously it's tough to beat like a world's top 8, right? But I'm gonna try my hardest. It's just good. Just a good year. Yeah. Let's see what's coming up. We have some callings coming up. I do not think I'm going to be playing any of them. I might be casting one. We'll see. And then the next big tournament is the Pro Tour in Yokohama, which I'm very excited about. Japan was easily my favorite place to go when we went last year for Worlds. So really looking forward to that. That's going to be Classic Constructed and Sage format. So we're coming back with some low health heroes, some young heroes. It's going to be pretty interesting. I know there's a calling in, I think like somewhere in China, Beijing maybe, like 2 weeks before the Pro Tour. So me and some of the other team might go to China first if we can, which would be super cool. I've never been there. Am I coming to London? I am not going to London. Too many things going on around there. I don't want to fly internationally for a world premiere. I just don't care that much. I'd rather save my money for big tournaments and stuff, or for college expenses. Other than that, yeah, I mean, trying to finish out my degree. I'm taking actuary exams. I got financial mathematics down. Next up is probability. This one's been really tough so far. It's going to be even more tough considering I have to study Calc 3 next semester. But yeah, that's it. That's the tournament. Had a good time. Love Flesh and Blood. If you don't play it, you should. If you watch this entire video and you don't play Flesh and Blood, that's kind of funny. Say something in the comment section if that's you. Shouldn't need surgery. We'll see. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you everybody so much for coming. Appreciate you guys listening, and I'll see you next time. All right, that's where we'll cut it off for when I actually cut off the video. I need to. So last time I did this, I was gonna cut it into a video, but everyone just watched the live stream instead. That when I posted the video of it, everyone's like, "Why did you double post this?" And I was like, "I didn't. I promise." For what it's worth, Calc 3 is easier than Calc 2. You are not the only person to say that. I think everyone I've talked to has said that, which is good because Calc 2 is so hard. Hope you have a full recovery. Me too. Thank you. Me too as well. You watched a video and you never played Flesh and Blood? That's so funny to me that people do that. I mean, I also love hearing stories, but usually, like, if I'm going to watch, like, someone's tournament story time type thing, it helps if they have pictures if I don't play the game, because then I know what they're talking about instead of just, like, words. Miss your story times? I'm hoping to do more. But, you know, we'll see. Time's tough. I have to put so much time into, like, studying and everything. All right, everybody. That was fun. It was nice to stream again. I do appreciate you all coming. Hopefully we'll get more story time soon. I've been kind of like lax about actually doing them. Watched these story times before. I played Flesh and Blood, but I do now. That's how we get you. That's how we rope you in. We just tell stories. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna head out, grab some dinner. I got some more work to do, and school. I got homework and everything tonight. Hopefully we'll be on sometime soon. Maybe I'll play some more TFT. That was kind of fun. And yeah. Bye, everybody.